hearing this?
How do we know when we're rolling?
Use a reggaetar.
You are fucking up all over.
Oh, no, I just got thrown off.
Wall Street
That
breakdown.
was fucking out of line.
Say it, dude. I can't go if you don't say it.
Rolling.
Thank you.
Lord of mercy.
It's good to be back.
Do that gimmick you do.
What's up?
The.
This is episode 12 of the Broad Street Breakdown. Lord of mercy. Follow me, you know. My name is Vinnie Paz, the answer pack, Pistol Pazzy. I'm with me, Cole D, Gavin, Wagwan Soldier.
M-O-T-P.
Yeah, man. Mood scale's like a 7 tonight, so we're all right.
I thought it was like a 3, man.
Nah, I'm
He
at
brought
7.
it up.
I feel
He
all
brought
right.
it up.
I feel all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
Sicko, Wagwan Soldier.
I am so fucking happy to be back here, Vin.
Are
Good
you?
to see. Yeah, I am. I missed it.
Good for you.
I'm glad to see everybody.
Goofy you.
Professor Pablo, what's the word, kid?
You talking to Mr. 10,000?
Yes.
What do you mean by that,
10,000
man?
what?
You know how we shot the commercials because now we're on iTunes. We did the hustle. Me, Sicko, and my daughters. We took the iPads out. We did a little something with the video.
Oh, there was something.
We did the Italian market. We did the Rocky Steps.
Yeah, you did
I
it.
think there's still a couple more to be shown.
Where
Yeah, we got 'em all
can,
out.
where can the people see this on
They can see them on the Facebook page, Broad Street Breakdown.
All right.
Exactly.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Reaching the people, reaching it out there.
That's right.
Reaching the
I'm
people.
still recovering. I'm still recovering off of that.
Scott
exercise.
Stallone, everything Irie, man.
Everything, what's going on? Yeah, everything is good.
What's
Everything's
been going on, man?
I've just been staying informed with Professor Pablo here.
Stand for
Got to.
And working like a dog.
what you been working on? We had a long session last week.
We got some actual real work done.
Yeah, when I'm here with these goofs, not much gets done.
Yeah, it's us, not the TV with the continual biz and boxing going on.
No, there was
It's us.
actual rapping happening with some of Philly's finest, including ours.
Shout out Jack Frost,
Jack Frost,
D-Maz, what up?
D-Maz,
Official Pistol.
fucking killed it. Vin laid down a couple of stupid verses.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, we made some real progress on the record last week.
Made some rappy raps.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
What else you been gimmicking?
I did some more shit for the Bruiser Brigade Ball Zaloopers, who's Danny Brown's young ball. His,
Right.
real good stuff. I just wrote some more songs, a couple more songs with Bianca Ryan, and
Lord.
and wrote some stuff with a DJ producer friend of mine named Tim White for a label called Armada.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right, man.
Stay busy.
yeah. And now I'm ready to do episode 12.
Episode 12.
Right?
You understand, man?
We call it,
I was with the Jamaican brethren today,
we
man.
call this episode "One in the Pink, Two in the Stink."
Oh, no, we don't.
Oh,
No, we don't. I don't know what we're calling it, but we're not
Hey,
calling it.
gonna
Did you
be
get that from
that.
Shameless this week?
Yeah, I did. My boy Carl.
My man Sly used to say that shit when we was over in Europe on tour. My barber flaked on me, so I got a Jamaican friend, Paco. He's been over here since like 94, real sharp barber. So I'm feeling irie because we was talking Ninja Man. And
Ninja Man's heavy.
super heavy. We were talking.
Were the tunes good?
We were just talking. Nomi was mad early.
Oh, okay.
So we were just singing songs, and we were talking about. I was saying, not that he's new; he's been out since the early '90s, but of the generation after Barrington and them. We were saying we both were agreeing that we loved Shaba in the '80s. People think of Shaba in America and think of some of the hits that were pop, but Shaba was the fucking man. I was like, after that, it was Buju,
Right?
And he was like, I agree with you, and then he was. I'm only semi-familiar with Vybz Kartel, even though I'm super in tune with reggae. I just somehow was like, yeah, he's dope, and then never dug into his catalog. And he's like, he's doing life in jail, but he's the only one that could touch Buju. So Vybz is doing life, and Buju's about to get out. So I hope when Buju gets out, you know what I mean? I still think they got him for that boom bye bye shit, because, you know, they were mad about that for, that was what, 92?
91, 92.
Yeah, 91, 92. So 25 years they were on him, you know what I mean, for the homophobic shit. And they were just trying to nail him on whatever.
Got that doubles.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, but not doubles. But yeah, so what up, Paco? Taking care of me, though. But yeah, another thing, this is the first time that I've been cognizant of the fact that we are on iTunes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a big announcement.
Yeah,
this
big
week.
big announcement. So we want to, we hipped everybody to it via social media, and y'all came out in droves to show us love. So we wanted to tell you that we appreciate that, and writing the reviews. And what were you saying, Gavin? Subscribing is very important. I don't really understand the gimmick.
For whatever reason, if you subscribe, you get it'll go to your gimmick automatically, and for whatever reason, once you subscribe, that benefits us. We're not quite sure how,
Yeah,
but
or
somehow that benefits us. So if you can subscribe on the iTunes, that's a
big help.
Yeah,
Gets
to
the
make a
numbers
super
up.
long story short, a lot from what I can gather, and Gavin and I listen to a lot of podcasts. I know, like with Artie Lang and stuff, like it's a subscription and you have to pay, and MLW, which I'm a big fan of, but a yearly subscription. There's a yearly subscription. We're always going to keep it free, but you can help us by subscribing, because
Absolutely.
you get a bunch of people to subscribe, you get advertisers. You get advertisers, and the advertisers help us pay for the cost of the podcast.
Keep the show going.
Yeah, because whether or not anyone listening knows it or not, because it's five idiots in a room talking about the shit we talk about, and we're retards and it's funny. I guess people don't really think that there's real work behind it, and there is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get in bed with Big Soda. You know what I'm saying? I want some real advertisers.
Big Soda.
What's she
Is
look
he
like?
related to Stu Barnes?
Yeah, what's he look like?
You know what I'm saying?
Big.
We work on this shit all week, and it's like,
Was he cut your hair?
You know, we're certainly not trying to say, oh, you know, we're this and that. We enjoy doing it, but we're doing fucking punk rock thing, man. So the punk rock thing is we're going to give this to you for free, but we need you guys to support us by just fucking clicking the stupid subscribe fucking thing. And
when you click that gimmick, that allows potential advertisers to be like,
Big Soda.
yo, a lot of people listen to these heads, and we're not going to work with like corporations, or maybe we will.
I'll work with anybody.
Well, you speak for yourself over there. I prefer to work with smaller labels, smaller companies.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But nonetheless, you know, it's one hand wash the other, both wash the face. That's what I'm getting at. You know
And
what I'm saying?
another thing.
You understand?
Sigga, write that down.
Another thing
One
that
hand,
helps.
wash the face and the thing.
In the gimmick?
Yeah. Another thing that helps too, with the downloads, if you go, like they give you a little thing you can click, like, you know, give you a rating, like 4 stars, 5 stars, or write a review. That also helps this show become more visible to other iTunes listeners and podcast listeners. It'll be,
So would you say if you're not listening to this right now on iTunes, to go over to iTunes and just click a button?
Some people can't do the iTunes thing because we've gotten some feedback that people have
Yeah,
Androids.
I
and
mean,
they don't do-
it's
we get that, but everybody was on our
Click
ass for
everything.
fucking
Yeah,
for
it's
6
the
months to do
typical
iTunes.
bust our balls, bust our balls,
Right.
bust our balls. We break our back, go to iTunes. The
Deliver.
fucking day we put it on, someone goes, "How do I do it for Spotify?"
Absolutely.
I'm like,
Like,
look, man, you're gonna make my fucking head
Absolutely.
explode. It's like I fucking put up fucking tour dates for Vinnie Paz or Jedi Mind Tricks.
Here we go.
There's fucking 25 tour dates. You look at the 25 tour dates, and then you write me on Twitter or Instagram, when are you coming to fucking Manitoba? If it's not on the fucking gimmick, then they didn't want me there. They didn't offer enough money.
Exactly.
This is how I live.
They even got you're playing in Chicago, and the boys in Chicago are like, when are you coming to Chicago?
Yeah, I just left.
It's that
I'll
bad.
get like 4 days after I left Chicago. When are you playing Chicago?
Absolutely.
So my fucking head wants to explode from that. So we try to take care of everybody. As far as users of other things, go to BroadStreetBreakdown.com. And there's a player on there, correct?
Just push buttons, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Just
man.
play.
If I can do this shit, y'all can, because I don't know nothing.
Push shit
If you
till
go
it
to
goes.
BroadStreetBreakdown.com, it's all in one place. You can either listen to it through iTunes, you can listen to it on the player that's on the page right there. You can subscribe through iTunes. You can listen to it
Sicko
on
will come to your
Android.
house and play it on his radio.
I'll
He'll do
come
whatever
to your
the fuck-
house and act out every fucking line of the show.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. My
Yeah,
wife
I mean,
don't even want
The
that.
bottom line is the iTunes gimmick helps us the most in terms of the professional aspect of the podcast. But
Absolutely.
we're just happy that y'all listening, because it's a lot of y'all.
No doubt.
We get feedback from the gimmick gang and all of that.
We're here live at Found Sound too. Let's
South
throw
Philly.
that out.
Yeah, the show is from South Philly every week with the great Scott Stallone. Now, we were discussing something from the last show.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much of the give and take. Apparently, there was some. There was
Can I
something with
start?
Harry Nilsson.
Can I just make a statement?
You can
first?
start. I don't know how long you're gonna go. But you can start. Go ahead.
No, I am actually going to put forth a statement
Oh shit.
that I was wrong.
No.
I was wrong.
And this was why? This was the word association?
Now hold on,
Wait.
can we look at the time? Where's the timer, Scott?
Yeah, right. Somebody
Scott,
write that
you gotta
down.
have the gimmick up.
Like,
You
we
know,
We
I
need the
never know what
gimmick
it
where
fucking means.
Sicko just said I was wrong, and then we need to snip
Isolate that.
Isolate that.
Yeah.
I got it. It happened
Around
at
11
11:05.
around 11 minutes.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah, we got it.
Thanks, Scott.
So
Can
we're
you say
gonna
it again?
We're gonna isolate that when he said I was wrong, and that's gonna be another gimmick.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Proceed.
So basically, this goes back to last episode and last episode's word association game, wherein the artist Harry Nilsson came up. And Mr. Gavin's
Put the
response,
lime in the coconut bowl up.
I said, Homer.
You gonna say Billy Joel sang that now? Is that what you-
So Gavin started singing, Everybody's talking at me.
Right.
And I said, oh, isn't that Glenn Campbell? And he's like, no. And I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure it is. And he's like, no.
Wait a minute. Stop.
Doesn't Glenn Campbell have the gimmick where he doesn't know where he's at?
He's
Yes.
got that now.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's got it now. Yeah.
Didn't it happen on stage?
Could be.
Cool big.
And then they were like, all right, man.
They put him in his house.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
pit
like.
him in a gimmick.
yeah.
They were like,
He's
yo,
in a
we
room.
can't keep pitting him on stage. Pit him in his house.
He thinks he's in like Hawaii.
Yeah.
He
Let
thinks
him
he's the
right there.
rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah, let him live.
I got no,
Like
got
a
no heat with him.
rhinestone cowboy.
Dun, dun.
Right.
So I was very certain over years of pop culture trivial knowledge that Glenn
Which does not
Campbell
compare to mine.
sang that song.
Or mine, apparently.
How dare
So
No.
while we were in here, Gavin looked it up. And
Well,
So you've known you were wrong for a
Hold
week.
on. Wait. Time
yeah.
out. Time out. Wait. Sicko says, nah, that's Glenn Campbell. And I was like, nah, it's fucking Harry Nilsson. And he said, nah, it's Glenn Campbell. And I started saying, is it fucking Glenn Campbell?
Oh, I hate to
It's
make
not.
you think. I hate to
he
make
was
you
But I
so
knew it
certain.
wasn't. So I looked it up while we were here. And I said, nah, it's fucking Harry Nilsson. Okay. We were here till fucking whatever o'clock in the morning.
5:30.
Yeah.
Went home, didn't sleep, took the kids to school, driving home, hallucinating, not knowing where I am because I'm so tired. Sicko decides to send me a text at 7:05 in the morning
Because I can't fall asleep.
with a link on
You're all fucking
YouTube.
sparked up from this brilliance.
Absolutely.
With a link to YouTube that says Glenn Campbell Midnight Cowboy.
Now, let me interject. Before I looked for that, the first thing I did was Google the song. Like, just not the artist, the song. So it came up 3 names. Harry Nilsson, the person who actually wrote the song, I can't
Okay.
remember his name, and Glenn Campbell.
Well, you're also getting right to the era where it was the end of, remember, like, for a good 30 years, like 4 people would record one song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like you had
Absolutely.
you had Hitstown. You had Barry Gordy.
Right.
So what I texted him was,
Stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I texted him, I was right. Also, Glenn Campbell did do a version of it.
Uh-huh.
And I forget what you texted back, but it was like, ah!
I was
probably-
driving and I'm like on Mars, but I was really on Broad Street, Broad and like 16th. But I could have been
Broad
in
and
fucking
Jupiter.
Afghanistan. I don't know where the fuck I was. And I was like, yeah,
That's a
all
little further
right,
away.
awesome. I don't care. Like I'm just trying to get home alive at this
So
point.
I take a couple pills, have a smoke, I'm out. I go
No,
to sleep.
time out.
Me. All about
You're
me
glossing
stories.
over fucking a lot of things because I demand
Whoa,
an apology.
you're absolutely right.
On air.
So
Yeah.
I decided, okay, I have proof, not even right or wrong. Like I had as much right to be right as he did, so I started shooting on it.
Yeah, shooting on me.
I want a sincere,
Yeah.
big capital letter, sincere apology on air.
And my response is like, once you suck every dick in the city, maybe I still won't do it.
And I'm like,
Get the fuck out of here.
not acceptable. I want an apology, pal.
Okay, so it's dropped momentarily.
Then I go
Fast
to
forward
sleep.
about 12, 13 hours, I'm going through my text because I found out recently that the more text you save, the more space it takes up on these fuck phones, and I'll keep getting those messages that I'm running out of space. So I'm going through text to delete the text that I have because me and Vinny have fucking 17,000 texts. I have to make sure there's not anything important before I delete the text. You
I
know what
can't
I'm saying?
delete them.
Well, I have to because I keep getting that fucking thing, man.
Right. I don't have that. I did something to my gimmick.
I know.
Your shit's all fucked, man.
It's fucked.
It is.
Okay. So I find the text from Sicko from this morning that I had forgotten about, and I say to myself, Self, I would like to hear this Glenn Campbell version because I've never heard it.
Right.
I click the thing, and I'm like, this fucking motherfucker. This is the Harry Nielsen version. Whatever jerk off put this up, just put Glenn Campbell. Like, I can put up Stairway to Heaven and say that fucking Scott Stallone Stairway to Heaven. It's still Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You can do whatever you want on YouTube. It's like fuck chaos
He
on there.
probably put it up before he texted
So
you.
wait,
I agree.
Hold on. So then I start to do some research, and I find out that it's one of those things that just over time, because it sounds so much like Glenn Campbell, people just started to believe it was Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell never did it.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Isn't the
it's
internet
like,
great?
It's just like that song.
See, I think it's before the internet. Because
Yeah, it's
I've
just
always
like-
known, just from whatever stupid trivia you pick up, that from the movie Midnight Cowboy, Glenn Campbell sings that "Everybody's Talking at Me" song. So this is before the internet. That's why when I Wikipedia'd it, and it's fucking saying there's 3 people who sang this song.
Yeah.
I never even stopped to question that,
Right.
because that just further validates what I had thought for years. So
It's just like that.
But Harry Nielsen was the original writer of the song. wasn't he?
Who
No,
cares?
somebody else-
He's
a
the
third
version that
person
you
wrote
know. The version that you know, the version that you know is fucking Harry Nielsen.
Right.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah.
Just like that song, diamond in the back. So
Yes.
okay.
Thousand
Half the world thinks that that's fucking Curtis Mayfield, and you can look it up on YouTube, and it's
it'll say
listed as
Curtis,
Curtis Mayfield. It's not fucking Curtis Mayfield. It's this guy William Devon.
Right.
It's the same thing. People just decided at some point that it was Curtis Mayfield, and all of a sudden it became Curtis Mayfield.
That's fucking
It's the
weird.
same
You
thing.
could put War when Eric Burden was in War.
right.
They credit that band with like mad songs. I wanted that.
Right, like it's all fucked up,
Right.
man. It's all fucked up. So, bottom line is, I was right. Sicko's a mark.
Yes. He's a
And-
mark.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, wrote a book.
Fuck you,
Glenn
you fucking,
Campbell.
you demand, hello, I demand an apology. I'm sicko in college
Yes.
and I know things. I want an apology on air because this was Glenn Campbell, Midnight Cowboy.
I love Oxford Sicko.
Yeah,
Yes.
British Sicko is great.
Yeah.
I just
Fucking-
popped myself.
Yeah. Fucking
Rhodes Scholar Sicko.
Listen, I know
Fucking,
things, and things I know. And one
Fucking,
thing I know is Glenn Campbell.
I was so fucking sure. I'm like, I've
Apparently.
So Sicko,
Gavin's never wrong on this shit,
Right.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
never right,
Right.
And I'm
Thank
like,
you.
this is it. I got my one shot.
If I would have double checked, triple checked my references before I,
thought
fucking
had.
went in.
I thought I had.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so I fucking milked it. Motherfucking apologize
So,
on air.
this motherfucker,
Neck
no holding
way
back.
out here.
He
Neck-
fucking,
I could stands in it.
yeah.
yeah, he admitted he was wrong, but I haven't heard my apology yet.
well,
Sicko.
I am very sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, there it is. 19 minutes and 55 seconds.
I will. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I have no
It's
problem with
20
that.
minutes.
And the funniest
And you're
part of
wrong,
the whole
right?
thing
Absolutely
is,
wrong.
the funniest part of the whole thing is because I'm the man of the people, I was going to kayfabe the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even going to tell the boys. Sicko told the boys. And then they're fucking saying, you got to tell this on air. So I was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
I was going to kayfabe because I'm that good a dude.
No,
But he told the boys in the back. Once the locker room heard.
I mean,
Well, I
dancing on the
had
dirt
to make
sheets.
sure he was vindicated on air. It's the only fair thing.
Yeah, I was going to kayfabe for you, pal, even after you shot on me.
You know, you're that kind of guy.
Because I
wouldn't
look
have.
out for the crew, I look out for the boys.
Crew etiquette.
Right.
Even when you're shooting on me. Lesson to you.
Lesson
Well,
learned.
To
I
me or
believe.
British me?
Both yes.
Oh,
The two is.
Broad Street Breakdown is brought to you by Crescent Street Tattoo, 4371 Crescent Street, Philly, PA, 215-487-0360, Facebook.com/Crescent Street Tattoo, IG Crescent Street Tattoo, email Crescent Street Tattoo @gmail.com, website CrescentStreetTattoo.com. The OG will take care of you. Miss Jackie,
True
Tony,
that.
what up? They do all of my work. Sicko, Pablo. We're gonna they're gonna tattoo Scott Stallone's head
I'll
next.
be there
yeah.
Saturday getting some work done.
Yep.
Also
Would
brought
you call
to
that
you
a headpiece? Is that what you...
Could be.
by no slam dancing, no stage diving, no spikes, an oral history of the legendary City Gardens. Written by our good friend Miss Amy Yates Wolfing and Stevie Puerto Rico. That's in stores. In stores everywhere, Amazon, all of them gimmicks. We got gimmicks for days.
Yo, and don't write me about Glenn Campbell, man, because I know some of you fucks are going to write and tell me something different. And,
Yes.
and the word
And
is,
you ain't having it?
the word is what I said the word is. So don't argue
Case
with me.
closed.
Just
Case fucking close.
You can say, you know what, you're right, all that shit, I'm with you all day. I'll like your fucking tweet and whatnot. Don't write me and tell me something different. I'm not having it.
You ain't
Did they
having
get
it.
blocked?
Banned.
Blocked.
Blocked and banned.
Blocked and banned.
Yo, you trying to get Broad Street banned?
The double
Broad Street
B's.
blocked?
You're gonna do a Kevin Steen on him?
Yo.
Kevin
Yo.
Kevin Steen on Twitter.
Psh, the heaviest.
He doesn't just block you, he tells you first.
Nice.
That's better.
Yo, you're the second best guy on the roster. Blocked, I'm the best.
That's how Gavin is with the band.
Yeah.
Like you say anything out of line, banned for 2 lifetimes.
Yeah, I
I
banned the
only
kid.
banned
I
that
don't-
one guy.
Yeah, and then I banned a guy like 3 days later.
We were like 3 days into the Facebook page, banned the
Banned.
guy.
Banned for life.
Yeah, you questioned us, banned.
Questioning the show. Oh, you're so bad.
We got no time for fucking nonsense.
Oh,
no,
you
no.
said the
What'll happen-
dimmer bubble with the gimmick. Banned.
Like, I was arguing with this dude. I don't know. I was bored, so I'm arguing back and forth with this dude. But none of the boys are chiming in because nobody's hip at this point, you know.
Yeah.
So I
a
text
bad
Vinny and
time
I'm
of
like, "Do
day
you
or-
see this fucking thing?" And Vinny's like, "I can't find it because it was in this weird thing."
Yeah, he's like,
And
you
then-
gotta go into this gimmick and then a sub gimmick. And I'm like, can't. What the
It's a whole. It's a
And
whole.
I'm banning the sub gimmick.
And I'm
gimmick.
fucking mad at what he's telling me the kid's saying, and I want to shoot on the kid, and I can't find it. I'm like, send me the link, and he's like, I can't because it's not a link. And then we're yelling at each other.
So then I call in Sicko. So Sicko comes in, shoots on this guy like 50 times, locks the thread so he can see it, and then bans everybody involved. I was like, yes. Sicko was like the fucking
you say
calling in
lock?
the nuclear strike.
Did you say lock the thread?
He
Yeah, I
locked
don't know
the
what
thread.
that. I don't
the
know.
fuck is
I
that?
don't know. It sounds like heavy biz.
I got gimmicks, son.
Some fuck posted some bullshit on the
Yeah.
thing. I responded, and we went back and forth a bunch of times. I hipped Sicko.
The dude. Oh, I remember what it was.
Yeah, but kayfabe, I don't want to get into it.
All right.
Yeah.
So then Sicko responded like 50 fucking times and then locked the thread so the dude couldn't respond. Left it up long enough so the dude could read it and then deleted the whole thing.
Done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boom.
nice.
Yeah.
It was like Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Nagasaki.
Welcome to the breakdown.
You're either
We don't
with us
fuck around, man.
or you're
Yeah.
against us.
Exactly.
Yo, join the crew or fuck you.
Right.
Thinking you're more smart enough than we are.
More smart
You're
enough?
man.
More smarter than smart.
Join
Smart.
the crew or
Join the crew or fuck you.
There's our episode time.
Yo, put that shit.
Sicko, write that down.
Like,
Sicko,
write that down like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his text to me because of his fucking broken phone.
Hi-yo.
Blah, 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 blah. Sicko. Fuck, man. Zzz. Fuck, man.
That's
Fuck,
why.
man.
That's why they call it the cricket phone.
Vinny sends
it
me
crickets you.
Vinny sends me screenshots of 15 of the same reply from Sicko.
I'm screaming.
I just ignore it because I get it too.
I'm eating dinner with my mother, eating sushi, and she's like, "Why do you look so mad?" I'm like, "I hate Sicko." And she's like, "Why?" And I just turned the phone to him. She's like, "Why does it do that? Does he have a cheap gimmick?" And I was like, "Oh, he's got a cheap
Not
gimmick.
much cheaper than that.
He's got a fucking cheap gimmick, all right."
He's got fucking 2 cans with a string attached.
Oh man.
And he's our designated photographer, if you haven't noticed.
Hello?
Yeah.
Pull it tighter.
Well, gentlemen, shall we recap last weekend's festivities? We let me try to set this up. Well,
This is a good one.
yeah, the almighty judge, New York hardcore legends, militant straight edge legends, we're coming to Philadelphia, brought by our good friend Joe Hardcore. What up, Joe?
What up, Joe?
Chris?
What up, Chris?
So he had told us it had to be months ago, right, Gavin?
Yeah.
Sickos, it was months. Yo,
Yeah.
Judge is coming through. So then I get a text from Scott Vogel from Terror, and he was like, "Yo, my new band, World Be Free," who, if any of y'all heard the last episode, I put them over. Their hardcore record they put out, World Be Free, on Revelation Records. It's called The Anti-Circle. It's like my favorite hardcore record in a million years.
You know how good it is?
How good is it?
When's the last time I bought a record?
Oh, I mean, it has to be the 90s.
I bought that shit last week on iTunes.
Wow.
So I listened to it.
Wow.
To anyone who knows or has heard Pablo's Cheapo's tip of the week,
Right.
He ain't buying records.
he ain't buying records.
Fuck
And
no.
What was it
even
on sale?
that, yo, we would go record shopping every Saturday, probably for
Religiously.
for a long time, over a decade, and then by the late 90s, he would be like, "Paz, burn me that. Paz, make me a
Yeah.
He was at my house 2 months ago stealing every song I had.
Right. So I'm putting them over. But he's like, "Look, we're doing that show, and Wisdom and Chains is doing that show." And Vogel, he's always on the road. I'm in California doing the Terror shit. So I was like, "Yeah, man, we're definitely coming through." Even though, as you get older, especially when you're in the industry and you perform, shows aren't really the place you want to be. So I was just like, "Look, man, as long as I'm backstage kicking it with y'all and I'm not cramped up in the crowd, you know what I mean? Because it gets too rah-rah, I'm swinging nowadays."
Yeah, we
Rah,
don't
rah
got,
with
we
the
don't
blah,
got time
blah.
for that.
Yeah, no, with the rah-rah and the blah-blah,
Bad combination.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So we start putting a plan into place, I suppose, right? You're like, "I'll roll with you."
Yeah.
And then Sicko was like, "I'm in no matter what." And Pablo was iffy about it. You had something to do the next day.
I had to work all weekend. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you were iffy till the last minute. So I'm like, "All right, Sicko." It was Sicko's wifey's birthday.
Yeah.
And so we were making a...
Yeah, so I usually, we all pile into Pablo's car, but
Yeah.
with him being on the fence, I was like, fuck it. Either way,
Yeah, so
I'm going with wifey.
So I was recording, and I'm like, "Sicko, by the time I'm at the studio, let's figure out a plan." And you're like, let's mention that we got hip to the fact that the show started early.
Oh, that's right.
Because
The show started at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
at 11 o'clock or something, there was a fucking goth night.
dance night.
So this...
Which I ain't mad at.
That
I
we
know.
almost,
Like,
that
we
were-
almost stayed
we were
there.
this close to staying.
we were like, "Yo, we're going to go to our local watering hole." Or
Or we're going to rock out the Sisters of Mercy and smoke cloves.
Which I'm not opposed to either.
That's
no,
what I'm
but here's
saying.
what I'm saying. Here was my gimmick. I'm like, "Look, if we talk to because the people there know me, right? I'm like, if they set us up with a table,
Right.
I'll listen to Sushi and the Banshees.
See,
all
the
night.
other thing is,
But I want Sushi and the Banshees.
the other thing is, because
I'll
it was so
listen to
early,
Edamame and the Banshees.
usually the first thing we're going to do is go out to dinner and then we'll go to the show. We couldn't fucking eat.
We had to go so early, so now
Nobody's eating. We go, like, we're scrambling to get to the show because, nobody could get moving till like 6 o'clock. It had already been on for an hour.
So we basically I mean, these dudes in World Be Free, it's my favorite record of the year, favorite record in mad years. Vo was one of my closest friends for over a decade, and I only get to see half of his set. And we were pretty on time too.
mean-
you know what I mean? For being, we basically had to go from South Philly to, I don't even, what is that neighborhood called?
Northern
now?
Liberties?
Is there some hipster name for it
It's
now?
Northern Liberties. It's
Just
like
Spring Garden, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Who the fuck
What's
knows?
that called now? Over near Shampoo?
Well, it's the Piazza is the.
It's
area.
near
it's
China.
not
It's
that
near
far.
Chinatown.
What's the stupid Po town part of town called now?
I have no
The
idea.
underground Po. Remember where Underground Arts is? What's that called?
The
Erasure.
not-
the Eraser Hood.
Eraser Hood.
But we were down by the electric factory,
You
so
ever,
we
you
weren't
never
that
heard, you
far
ever heard of
up.
that?
Every time it gets a new fucking name,
Bro,
you know,
everything
it's
gets a new
gentrified.
name. Someone will be like, yo, blah, blah, blah. I just moved into a spot and dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm like, where?
You mean
Like,
the
I've lived here
fucking
my whole
crackhead
life.
hood?
Yeah, I'm like,
never
yeah.
heard of that.
Right.
I told the story episodes and episodes ago about when that Northern Liberty shit first, people started using it.
Yeah.
My ex-girl worked there, and she told me the address. I'm like, she was originally from Brooklyn, so I just assumed she was giving me the wrong address. I'm
Right.
like, yo, hey, if you don't speak Spanish there, you ain't getting fucking out alive. Two,
That's like American Ave. Up there?
yeah,
Yes.
this is in the late 90s, early
fuck
2000s.
that place.
We used to drink at a bar called Scores because my man Mafia's girl worked there. Everyone in there spoke Spanish and they played salsa. You know what I mean? If you couldn't speak, you know what I mean? Nobody's speaking no
I
English
got
in there.
took there in '97 for some shit.
In the
there you
90s,
go.
I used to
Yes.
cop up there all the
you go.
time.
So at any rate, yeah. So so we scoop Gavin. So it's me and Sicko and his wifey and Gavin and Pablo. Pablo's cranky, so I already wanted to slap taste out of his
He
fucking mouth
was
from the rip.
cranky.
What's this, man? You doing a sideshow, man? With this?
Filming.
Oh, he's doing gimmicks. So
I just got hit.
he's fucking Pablo's cranky. I'm trying to get Gavin to shoot on Pablo for being cranky. I'm in the front seat charged up because me and Sicko have no patience for traffic.
Absolutely.
I'm telling him to let me take the fucking wheel and Daddy will get us there quick.
No doubt.
Yeah, we're fucking driving through Chinatown. The fucking Chinamen are cutting us off on
yeah.
the fucking bikes.
Yeah.
Rickshaws, I think they're called.
So, so we fucking
Well done, sir.
we pull up, boom, into the parking lot. Joe Hardcore already had us taken care of, you know what I'm saying? No pat downs, you know, so I was able to have gimmicks.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thank
None
God.
of us would have got
It
in.
was,
Thank
all, it was
God.
on the up and
Fuck
up. It was on the up.
It's always the debate anytime we go out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, every time we go to would you use the word event? Because I wouldn't use the word public place, because if it's public, we got the
whatever.
gimmicks on us.
Yeah.
But in a place where we might,
Where there's security.
we have to, me and Gavin have to do that. Well,
There's certain restrictions. In other
yeah,
words.
some can go, you know, if you're smart enough with the $1.50, you can keep the razor under your tongue. That's no problem. But Gavin's got some gimmicks. I got
I've had
gimmicks.
Sicko smuggle me shit in his shoe.
There you go.
Like, Sicko, I got 12 gimmicks. Can you get these in? He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm
Yeah,
like,
give me
yes.
5 of them.
Yeah, my
Why?
gimmick.
Because they can look at him and go, "Oh, no problem." They can look at you and go, "Fuck."
So, I'm a
Well, you only
guy.
got so much room in one shoe. So
Oh,
you
I
gotta
got you.
distribute.
Okay. So you're holding too.
But the gunshot, the gunshot, no fit. So,
And when we got to the fucking door, you couldn't even walk in
you
the
couldn't
door.
walk in. Like, we opened the door, and as soon as you broke the plane of the door was the first person.
And like bodies started
Bo-
spilling
and,
out.
and
Yeah.
body heat. Now, I'm very happy for this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome for everybody involved,
Right,
except
no
us.
doubt.
Except us.
So we see our homie Chris, but he's working the front. He's taking,
Chris and Evan are working the door.
right. So that's all love. Yo, come in.
Yeah.
It's great to see you. Hugs, all that. And
They
I'm
always
like,
take care of us, too.
That's what's up.
now,
So we have to go in like a line because there's so many fucking people. So it's
Right.
like,
and I'm
They're not
doing
gonna
the
part the seas for you, but you gotta pass.
now Sicko's super protective of his wifey, but Sicko ain't a fighter. So I'm doing the gimmick where, like, I'm playing lead blocker for
Yeah.
her, making sure nobody, you know what I mean?
right.
Because
So it's Vinny. What was the order?
it was me, Sean,
Vinny, Sean,
Sicko.
Sicko, Pablo, me.
Right.
Now it's still. I had talked about this before. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's real. I talked about this again in a previous episode about the lost art of saying "excuse me" or "pardon me." So, like, World Be Free ends, now it's fuckery because people are trying to go to the bar.
You're going against the stream.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm trying to go
Before that-
backstage. They're going the other way.
So even before that, while they were still playing, we all got kind of separated. Like you and Sean and Vinny and Sean and Sicko were kind of up further.
Pushing forward.
I was just
in the middle,
barreling, and
and
then
I was
kids-
way back. Like I got to the door and saw Chris and Evan. I was like, I'm standing here. This is where I'm hanging out.
Yeah. I had a couple a lot of the younger hardcore kids, well, the older ones too, but a lot of the younger hardcore kids into hip hop. So I was getting a lot of yo, Vinnie Paz, and I was using that
Absolutely.
as showing them love as a way to maneuver into that.
Let me place you right here.
Every
as
bit
I
of
hug
dap, you make
Right.
another 4
Exactly.
foot
And then I
closer to
see
where
a
you're
big
going.
smiling face, which was Joe Hardcore, and he's like, "Come with me."
Yeah.
And he takes me, and Sicko and his white people were right with me, and we get backstage where it's not only 30 or 40 degrees cooler.
Yes.
But Scott Vogel greets me and he goes, look what I got. And it's an unopened bottle of Goose. There's still practically daylight out and I hadn't eaten anything in 24 hours.
Fantastic.
I'm like, this isn't a good idea. Nonetheless, everybody's fucking there. It was a who's who,
it was
Wisdom
great.
and Chains. Joe from Wisdom and Chains. What up, Joe?
My man Arthur
From Gorilla
every
Biscuits.
fucking New York hardcore band you've ever known.
Greek Freak. Sammy Sigler, one of the
Sammy.
greatest drummers to ever play in punk rock or hardcore.
Charlie G, who's again played in 100 million New York bands.
Mike Judge, Purcell from
Yeah.
Youth of Today. Everybody was there. So,
It was just great. It was,
Yeah, who's who?
yo, man, let
here
me
we
tell
go.
you something about
There it
yourself.
is.
You know how a couple times I said I'm going to come over there and slap you? I'll just shoot you from this seat.
I think it was
That's why I laugh
I'm
at
not
you. You
stopping
got
him
to
either.
walk with weapons.
And
PG
just-
rolls with Karate Man.
No, you don't.
Karate
Yeah,
Man
what do
walks
you
with his
mean? What
bare
about
hands.
when me and Gavin beat you up separately with no weapons?
First of
See,
all,
when are we going to tell that story, too?
First
I'm
of all,
dying to tell my side of that story.
First off, we
A-
can do it tonight. Hey.
B, you roll with us, so you don't have to fucking worry about it. C, it's 37 minutes into the thing, man. I'm still awake, and so's Vinny. So we can do that if you want to do
And
that.
let's not forget, we took a Twitter poll on
That's what I thought he was getting
Yeah.
at.
how this was going to go down. Would it be Vin would be the first one to get to him?
Mollywop.
Would it be the Gavin?
Pop.
Or would it be a
Pop is
tag
the tag.
team duo where they just both run up on each
Yeah.
Now,
people are taking
here was
a
my
lot-
issue.
this-
Here was my issue with that poll. I take issue with it for one reason and one reason only.
Okay.
Is because thank God that I've been able to have people that dig my music, and I think the image that is portrayed via the record is one of not having a sense of humor. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And constant aggro shit. So a lot of it went towards me because they don't know Gavin.
Exactly.
It's
Teddy bear. He's a pussycat.
All I'm saying
yeah, you
is,
popped him.
he did.
him.
Yes.
All I'm saying is,
He's doing the guns too.
as y'all listen more, or maybe not, because there's just stories we can't tell on air. But there's a reason he's my OG. There's a reason that I love him so much and respect him so much. And when I was a little bit too young to hold it down for myself, or too small, this motherfucker took care of that for me. So
Jeff or me?
you ain't never take. Literally, we met when I was 11. I would have busted your ass then. I would have beat shit down your leg when I was 11.
I'm not a fighter. That's true.
By an 11-year-old.
He was a husky 11-year-old. Handsome, too.
That was. That's both true. Thank you, Pablo.
Anytime.
Thank you for putting me over, pal.
Wow. So anyway,
So we're
yeah.
backstage wilding out.
So I mean, I'm telling the story a little. Let me go back and then go back to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
First off, I haven't been in a car with Sicko driving. It's got
since the early 90s.
I would say it was the summer of '92.
Yeah, because I haven't owned a car since 94.
Okay, summer of '92. We
hate
we took White Blotter.
and Orange Sunshine.
That's
mescaline
possible.
Dots.
That's possible. And went to that gimmick where they played
Up in Valley Forge.
right, where they would play like the Smiths and shit, right?
Yeah.
Alternative night.
Alternative dance nights.
And it was like just throw a number out there, Sicko. What capacity do you think that place was? 300?
Yeah, a couple hundred.
All right, let's say 300. 200 of the people in there were hot rich girls. And then it was
Johns,
and then it was 100
the
of
90s
like
ever produced.
Then whatever the 100 was everything from like Cretans to like
Strappers.
strappers to dudes who had like bouffants, like looked like Morrissey.
Okay.
And like that was kind of Sicko's gimmick at this era.
Couple goth
He had a
hangers on.
Sicko had like a
Playing
bouffant
the
and would
corners.
wear like a cardigan.
Absolutely.
And like I dressed the same way I did now. I just remember they wouldn't let me wear a hat. It was enraging.
Hello, look at my hair and sweater.
Look at my bouffant and sweater.
Is it Nottingham Steve? Is that who that is?
I'm gonna smoke a fag.
I'm
real quick.
overloaded with fucking material.
With too much, yeah.
I just shut down.
Yeah, so that was, you have to understand, just leaving my crib and seeing Sicko in the driver's seat.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, we're not going to get into how or why, but there was a veritable plethora of pop country CDs in the car too. We're not going to get into that though. I just know the black guy from Hootie and the Blowfish CDs were aplenty, and I'm like, I would have
ain't
made a
lying.
CD just for this ride,
It's Darius
as you have
Rucker.
told me.
Yeah, we were like, I want to yo. I was like, that's the song, right?
Can you do that again, man?
That was the song, right? That was the song.
What was it? Whoa.
He was like, I know I want to be with you.
I know I want to be with you.
Something, he said.
Something like
Something like that. All
Some
right.
nonsense.
So now,
And can I just interject?
absolutely.
When Sicko drives, right? Say it's like a 2-lane road, right? So 2 lanes going north,
He's
two
been
lanes goes
saying
south.
this for like 20. I did it one time.
And in
I don't
between,
know where he's going.
when you're driving, in between is like a little the line, the dotted line.
Yeah.
Sicko thinks that is a track, so he drives in the center.
Okay.
Like he drives in the middle of the 2
One
lanes.
time,
and
it
was
was
doing it, and was
at
doing
like
it
4 in
was
the
doing it
morning,
that
coming
night.
down like some highway where there's no fucking
Did it on
traffic.
95. Did it on 95 that night. Did it in Chinatown.
And I was high as shit. I just drove wherever the fuck
See,
I wanted to.
I drove with Sicko during the summer when we went to This Is Hardcore. Sicko drove that day for some. I don't remember why.
Drove in the middle, I bet.
No, he drove really well.
Thank you.
But Friday night was like, oh, we're getting in a crash in Chinatown. We're never going to get to this fucking thing, and we haven't had dinner yet. Like it's.
well, you're all
fucked.
fucking
Not only
charged
we
up
get an
in
accident.
every car. You like.
I know. I got.
think it's a death.
I got a thing.
A death mobile. I talked to it about with Paco, man. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, everything, man. Yeah, you die in everything. You understand? I said, yeah, man, you die in everything. I understand. You die
knows.
in a plane, man. You die in car, man.
Paco knows.
Jah want die. Jah want you to die. Jah have you die, man.
That's heavy. Give,
Right?
give Paco my number. I
I
need to
will.
talk to him.
You do. You do.
I do.
Well, you'll come and you'll get he'll bick your head.
All right.
Nice little shave.
I'm down.
So wait, if you don't have a car, what were you driving?
Well, no, that's why we can't. We can't.
I was driving my mom's car.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Hence the Hootie CD.
Hence the Hootie CD.
My mother
I
and father.
discussed that in the Windows Up episode.
Yeah, they're very big into the pop country. That's,
What were some other names that were in there? Now that
I honestly couldn't even.
Was
I've
there
never
some
heard
Florida Georgia line?
well,
by any
he
chance?
said he thinks that
If it-
she marks for them, but it wasn't there.
If it wasn't in the car, I guarantee you they have them
I was
at
going
home.
to say, if not,
Or-
stocking stuffer for this year.
or else it's in my dad's car. Yeah, so
But all Sicko had to do was like, yo, Pazzy, put a little gimmick together for the ride. You know what I mean? I would have thrown a
Which,
little.
I'm surprised you didn't just have it in the tuck.
I'll be honest with you. It took. If we weren't on such a time restraint, I would have been like, oh, hold up, it's a CD playing, and we don't. I'll just run right in real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Yes,
stacks
I-
of shit everywhere. You've been in
I-
my crib. There's shit
absolutely.
everywhere.
yeah, we were stuck with a CD player too. I don't even think you could like hook. 'cause
No,
I
it's-
tried
No, I would have grabbed CD. I
Yeah.
just would have grabbed dance
and I
CDs.
never even thought of it. I just put on the fucking.
No, he's the king of the playlists.
No,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
am. But here's what happens. You know this as well as I do. When old friends get together, ain't nobody listening to no fucking man. I mean, we were
Yeah.
talking.
I didn't even notice music wasn't playing. Honestly.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
I
all
would-
I could hear was Vinny yelling at me.
Wow.
Put the fuck up. You're in a bad mood. You know.
Well, I mean, there's people that live in mud huts. What are you in a fucking bad mood for? It was a fucking Friday.
That we weren't punctual.
And
I
then
was
we're the
mad.
mud
Who?
huts.
I was fucking punctual.
Whoever orchestrated the whole night should have had me there for a fucking Vogel set. From
I
day
agree.
One.
Wow.
I agree.
So who held up?
When you got to my house, how long were you waiting for me out front?
1 second.
That's right.
And you were like, "Where are you? Where are you?"
That's
But
right.
I didn't drive, so I didn't control anything.
That's right.
So I didn't know if it was the OG Gavin. I have a feeling it was someone else.
Me? I'm the last one picked up. How the fuck could it be me?
So it was probably wifey. You had to wait for wifey to get home from work.
Yeah, I couldn't do nothing until
Right, so
6
she
o'clock.
gummed up all the works. Next time she's not allowed to go.
It was her fucking birthday. She could do whatever she wanted. Either way, what you were gonna be ready at 5 o'clock to go to this fucking show
To see World Be Free.
You
Yeah.
would not have been
When do you
ready.
think they're going to come around again?
Nobody would have been fucking ready. It's 5 o'clock. Who goes to a show at 5 o'clock?
And
On a Friday night.
they
Friday
fucking murdered their set.
Absolutely.
But we can get into that one by one as the story goes on. I know you wanted to say, so when we get separated, what happens to you and Pablo? Because
Well, we
now
watched-
I'm gonna shoot here. This is the first time I'm hearing this because when y'all got backstage, I did a quick "What happened to you?" But then I was doing the "Yo, Pablo, this is my man," blah blah blah. It went.
Yeah.
I didn't really get the story. I just got the like, "Yo, you good now?"
Yeah.
All right, you're safe. You're not dead.
When we first went back, I didn't even realize they weren't following us. I turned around to say something to Gavin. I'm like, oh.
Well, the first thing I said to you when we got back, where are these fucking two bozos?
Absolutely.
I was like 4 people apart from Pablo. As soon as Vogel's band was done, I turned the fuck around and went outside. Like, I ain't looking to fucking hang with like 50 fucking people on top of me. It makes me the nervous. So I was out front. I lost Pablo right away. I was out front and kept seeing heads that I knew, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna hang out here.
You saw Terrible and
I saw,
Rev and shit,
yeah,
right?
the
What
Rev
up,
and Terrible
Terrible?
and fucking just heads. My
I
boy
haven't seen them
Drew.
300 years.
Yeah, like, and I'm having fucking fun out there. I'm like, yo, I'm
you're
gonna have
fucking yucking it up.
right.
This sounds like a fucking like the first time we all went to a hardcore show, and then I got lost and I didn't know who anybody was. That's what outside.
The problem is we're all elderly now.
don't
We
give
don't
a
know how to
fuck.
do anything
Exactly.
anymore.
Yo,
So
I
it's
was
like-
literally like, yo, what is protocol now?
I'm just like,
these
I'm
kids that are
out.
bumping into me in another world, I'm duffing them, but is that not allowed here?
Dude,
what
I'm
is
like,
new hardcore kid protocol? Because
That's a good question.
Yo, say excuse me, B.
I'm out. That's all I know. I'm out. And I'm having fun out front, hanging out, fucking head. So Vinny starts texting me, where you at? And I'm
And
fucking,
you're not in. No.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I'm fucking texting you, and you're not writing back.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, real fucking
I didn't realize.
suspicious like. So I'm like, did he shiv someone?
No.
Is he in the process of shivving
Yeah,
someone
I-
right as we
I'm like,
speak?
oh, he's with Terrible and Rev. They're in a fight. I'm like, they're.
My plan was that I was going to go back in when Wisdom and Change started and hang in my spot with Chris and Evan at the door. The problem was in between World Be Free and when we walked in, as packed as it was, they jammed about fucking 100 more motherfuckers in there. Like, you literally could not open the fucking door and go in anymore.
Wow.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm hanging out here. Like, I'm good. I can hear everything. I'm fucking good. I can't, like, I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Not like you couldn't hear it.
Vinny's texting me. He's like, yo, where? So I finally see, I guess Vinny had texted me earlier. I didn't realize it, but he texted me and I saw the text and he's like, yo, where you at? I said, I'm out front. So Vinny's like, Vogel's coming out to get you. And I was like, no. I was like,
Vogel had a
I was like,
couple-
well, I was like, I'm out front. I can't get in.
Vogel and I had a couple cocktails by this point, and he was a little bit riled up.
He was exuberant.
Now, Scott Vogel, legendary vocalist of Terror.
It was in your video, right?
Yes, he was in the Keep Moving On video. He played
He's now also been deemed the West Coast sicko.
he played the wounded soldier and Keep Moving On in the video. Nothing to Prove, the 7-inch, and World Be Free. He's a legendary hardcore guy, one of my good friends. And he gets fucking riled up whenever we see each other because we see each other like twice a year now. So he's fucking all excited, and he's a huge Broad Street Breakdown fan.
That's what's up.
Yeah, like
Like a maniac.
like
fan.
everybody in the band was like, we have to listen to you fucking idiots all day. So he's like, I have to meet Gavin now, even though he had met him before. The last we went, This Is Hardcore, right?
I wasn't with you that time.
Okay. But you had met him before with me.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. At any rate, he's like, I want all the Broad Street Breakdown people back here. And I'm like, all right, well, you fucking go get them.
Yeah, so I said to
Because,
Vinny,
like,
I was
I'm not doing the gimmick, man. This
I ain't walking back and forth. I'm comfortable. where I'm
I'm
at.
like, no, I'm a guest tonight. this ain't my show. I'm not
Exactly.
performing.
You're
Like,
trying not to be that guy.
I'm trying not to
right.
be that. Like,
You
I'm
don't
like,
have that clout that
I
night.
don't. I mean, it ain't even that. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm like backstage with some of my favorite musicians.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It's a night off.
Some of our oldest friends. This is
Yeah,
our
I mean,
night
people
out.
I
Like,
haven't
seen
we're
working.
there to see our friends. It's not
Right.
like we're not working. We're not doing. This isn't
doubt.
show related.
And when I got to go into the crowd, and then because the scenes have kind of intertwined, then I have to do a little bit more.
It would take you 20 minutes to make that
Exactly.
trip.
Right.
Round trip.
Exactly. Whereas Vogel can barrel his way by being like, yo, I got to get back.
Yep.
He could use some musician excuse.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm grabbing a friend and I got to get back. They need me back there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I've done that too. So where are we at now?
So Vinny texted me and said, "Where?" I said, "I'm out front, man. I can't get in." Meaning, like, and so Vinny's like, "No, Vogel's gonna come out and get you." I was like, "No, I can get in, but I can't physically get in."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm standing out there hanging out, and all of a sudden, in the middle of a song, barreling out the door comes Vogel, like literally. Like looked like he fought his way through this mob to get out the fucking door. Like he came spilling out the door.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah. So he says, Gavin. And I said, hey, man. He's like, come over here. So I go over to the thing with him. And he says, yo, here's my plan. When the next song's over, we're going to fucking go. And I was like, well, that's a good plan, but I'm not doing that. Like, that's not happening. Like, that plan sounds great, but it's not the one we're doing.
Look, man, I like that plan, but it's not being
It's not
executed
for
by
me,
me.
man. It's
Stick
just
it
not
right
for
there down.
me.
Yeah,
You know what I
write
mean?
that down. I like
Right.
that plan, but it's not for me.
Right.
We could do that.
So
We're not going to.
So there's this side door thing
This
that
gimmick
looks
is
like
heavy.
that looks like it goes to some different building, like apartments, whatever. And these two,
when you're in those venues and you're like, there's a hallway, but it's probably apartments.
Well, there's a
or it's
door.
probably the kitchen, or it's probably
Another
the kitchen
venue.
to another restaurant. So
There's
you don't
a
go
door-
down it.
Yeah, there's a door that you
Well,
can't.
we go down them.
Like you can't get in from the outside. You can only get in from the inside, out from the inside. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So these two women come out, and Vogel's like, "Yo, hold that door," and he fucking goes up to this thing and he holds the door. He's like, "Come on." So I was like, "All right, fuck it. Like I got nothing to do." So I fucking go in the door with him, and we start walking down this labyrinth of fucking hallways and fucking corridors and fucking
Right.
things and fucking tunnel ways and fucking. So I say
And
to
you
him
wind
about
up at the Holiday Inn.
well, I
across from
say
the
to him about halfway through, like, "Yo, do you know where you're?" And he's like, "No, I don't know." And I was like, "Is this connected
Awesome.
to the?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm down." Like,
And at this point, you're in.
I got gimmicks.
You're,
all, like,
you're Splunker.
there might be
Spelunker.
a fucking opossum in the hallway.
Yeah.
I gotta, like, there's things.
It's an adventure at this point. It's not how you thought your night was going to go, but
Well, I was like, "Fuck it, what am I doing?" I was hanging out front, so now I'm in a fucking maze and labyrinth of hallways
Yeah, what's
and
the
gimmicks
difference?
and things.
you never
Yeah.
know what you're going to find.
So all of a sudden we spill out into the backstage thing somehow, and I was like, "How did you not?" He's like, "I don't
And
know."
I
we
look
just
over, I'm
fucking-
like, what the fuck? You came through the crowd? He's like, oh, we just came through a gimmick. And I was like, oh, that's heavy.
It was a portal.
It was a
A wormhole.
portal.
It
And
was like this.
I used that same portal later. I just want to add that whenever we're doing shows and the venue can be beautiful and they can say, thank you for playing our venue. Here's the bathroom. Here's the backstage. Here's the catering. I look at everything and then I start looking down hallways that don't have anything to do with me. First thing I do is go down them. I start banging on shit, opening every door, like literally what my 3-year-old would do. That's exactly. Perfect. Pablo has been there. Look, this is your backstage. There's everything you could fucking possibly need. I look around to my left and my right. There's a hallway.
I'm going down there.
There's a hallway, opening doors. I've opened it up on things, nothing crazy, just things I shouldn't, people doing business, people like the business guy of the venue who's in a suit, who's mortified, you know what I mean, by a portly tattooed man. You know what I mean?
People in animal masks having sex on
Yeah, the Shining gimmicks.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So where are we? So yeah, now we find Gavin. I go, where's Pablo?
I was like, I thought he was with you. So Pablo's. We figure out that Pablo's dead somewhere.
Yeah,
in the venue.
as far as we're concerned, he's dead. So the No Man Left Behind philosophy applies until you tap. When you're dead,
Absolutely.
when you're dead, I can't do nothing for you.
It's a loophole.
I'm not carrying
There
your
is a
body.
loophole.
There's a loophole.
And it's death.
Yeah.
Look, we talked about it for like a minute. We were upset. We were whatever, but we had to move on.
We were
with
like,
things.
we'll tell his wife.
He would have wanted it that way.
We'll tell
He would have, right?
Uncle Vin shouldn't tell the kids, so we'll tell wifey. She'll break the news however she wants. That Uncle Sicko, Uncle OG, and Uncle Pazzy.
I would have got a Pablo R.I.P. tattoo.
Absolutely.
All day.
I would.
Would you?
That was my plan for the next day.
Was
I
it?
guess we're getting tattoos tomorrow.
Yeah.
Memorial tattoos.
Yo, where's Pablo? Don't know. Dead? Probably. Shop tomorrow? R.I.P.
Tattoo. Yep.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
All right.
On God we trust. Tattoos.
Exactly.
So at
Nice.
do you want to now?
I can tell quick.
Do you want,
Yeah, what
no,
was
it
your
doesn't have to be
adventure?
quick. We can do it like Seinfeld while Jerry's doing this. What are you doing? What's going on with you at this point?
Labyrinths of hallways
When you
and
lost
whatnot.
Gavin, what
How do you
what
know
happened?
this is happening at the same time? Did you synchronize watches before you went
It's
in?
all the same time.
It is. Oh, we know.
Yeah,
we
in the
know.
portal, it probably is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
We know. In the portal of the hardcore show.
Yep.
Right.
We all know where we were at what time and what band was
Yes.
playing. That's how we
Yes.
know.
Right.
You guys were in back middle. Jeff was like, fuck this, I'm going outside. So World Be Free ends. You guys, I assume,
out.
You guys, I assume, are heading to the stage.
I
Well, I
thought
stayed
because someone
for-
says a girl that I don't know says to me, "You're looking for Joe, right?" So she must have recognized me, and she points. And by the time I look up, he's got a shit-eating grin looking at me.
Yes.
So I'm out. He goes, "Go up this gimmick," and I'm like,
Right.
"Bah, bah, 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 Sean." You know what I mean? I'm telling Sicko and his wife, "Come on, let's break out."
So Jeff's like, I'm going outside. And I'm like,
Well,
I'm not
watched-
doing. I'm
I
not
watched-
doing that.
I watched Vogel's band. Like I saw
we all-
them
we all were in
while
for
we
that.
were
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
as soon as they were done, I was like, "Go, I'm out."
Yeah,
Right,
goodbye.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going outside with Jeff because I don't smoke anyway. So I'm like, I'll fucking find Vin and them. So I get there. I'm looking for you guys, and you guys are gone. At the same time, Bull looks at me and goes, "Yo, Gimmick Gang." I'm like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Our boy Steele. Shout out to Steele. He was
Steely
like, "Yo,
Dan?
what's up? Love the show." Blah blah
What
blah.
up, Steely Dan?
So I see him. I politic with him for a minute. Then I see Blunker at the bar.
Yes.
Blunker.
Love the Blunker.
I love you,
So-
pal. I'm sorry we didn't get to say hello.
So I go to the bar with him. I start drinking with him. He's with some boys from back in the day, like
Wait,
boys
there's a bar upstairs or downstairs?
downstairs
All right.
against that wall.
Because there's like a balcony gimmick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that one wall. If you're looking at the stage on the right,
Yes,
it's a bar.
that's
It's
the
the
bar.
whole thing's a bar.
All right, because I looked upstairs and didn't know if that was the
Yeah.
bar or merch or what.
You got that far in, all the way to that fucking side.
Oh, he got
Yeah.
far in.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I start drinking with him. He's with a bunch of boys from back in the day. Again, this was like an old school show. There's dudes I haven't seen in like 15 years that were like,
yeah. 15. You got to go maybe
you know
20.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was dope. So we were just chilling the whole time. And again, when I go to these shows, I like being backstage, but you can't hear it. I wanted to hear Wisdom and Chains. I wanted to see Judge like as a fan.
Yeah, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? So I just chilled in the cut with them, and I was like, I'll just find you guys after the show. Whatever.
Right.
So that's when, right as Judge was wrapping up, I was like, where the fuck is
That's always Pablo's gimmick, man. He just goes and does his thing.
Well, that's
Like we're always crewed up. Pablo's like, I'm just gonna go over here.
I'm not mad at him.
I'm not either.
Because he doesn't pester. Like
Yeah.
there's people that are crew, but like Barnacle of our crew that would not leave my phone alone if
Yeah.
it was Pablo. Where y'all? Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Come
why do
get
you have to
me.
physically be with me? Like,
Yes.
I'm back here. Really, the only reason I'm back here isn't to pull some. I want to be backstage. It's too hot out there. For me.
Absolutely.
I watched it like a fan side stage.
Yep.
Gavin saw me marking out. I stood on a chair because I'm short on the side of the stage and was literally leaning over Sammy.
Nothing
while he
wrong
was
with
playing.
being comfortable and being a fan.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. You know what I mean? Like I don't do the gimmick where I get backstage and then I no sell the show.
Right.
Nah, not
You know
at
what
all.
I mean? I'm like Gavin and I were singing along to Judge, you know what I mean? And Wisdom and Change, it's like the mutual respect there. Like with Mad Joe, like I rock a Wisdom and Chains shirt in the Oracle video, you know what I mean? So it's love is love. So we Gavin and I were marking out during the Judge set, and so was Vogel, of course, which is still great to see
Yeah.
a dude in his position
Yep.
marking out. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? It's-
I went right. Me and Sean stood right next to Porcel the whole time they played.
Yeah, that's
and
dope.
Just lost my mind.
Yeah, it was great, man. They sounded great. I know the bands were complaining about the sound, so the monitors must have been like shit. But I thought it sounded great.
I saw a video. Sonny shot video for it, and he was in the back, like on the stairs. So that was the first chance I had to see, see and hear what it looked like if you were out there. Sounded great to me.
Yeah, I know Mad Joe was upset, like, because the monitors, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, my man, as a fellow artist, like, you murdered it.
Yeah.
You guys killed it tonight. He's like, oh, I just couldn't hear shit and blah,
Yeah,
blah.
no,
I'm like, yo, I've been there, man. And your brain is what the monitors, that's all you can think about. You know what I mean? No matter what anyone tells you, you know what I mean? You got to have like 50 people tell you y'all killed it, or else you're going to feel like shit.
Right.
Now this is where, again, I can tell you, who produced the record on what label, and who engineered it from 1984, but I can't tell you what happened last week. I have no memory of Pablo not getting back to the end. I thought you got back before Judge went on.
No, I watched Judge from the
So,
the pit.
I mean, I remember hanging around. It seems like an hour. Was it less than that?
Well, we hung out for a bit after the show ended.
But we were all hungry because nobody had eaten dinner. So,
I mean, it wasn't super long, but he came back almost immediately after Judge ended.
And I was like, and you guys were all hanging out because you guys kind of know these guys, and I'm familiar with them. I know Vogel a bit more than all the other crew, so I was like, okay, let's get to work.
I mean, you know Vogel better than anyone besides me.
Yeah.
You've been around.
So I was like,
Vogel fucked with him too. You remember the John he did?
Oh, I'm working on a video for that.
Yeah, well, do we want to tell that story? Because I have some of it on film. and
I would no sell it because I have a video coming.
Okay.
That's
I didn't know about the video.
I wanted to tell Stallone about it.
It's classy.
Well,
He was working on it tonight, I think.
I'll tell you what happened without telling you what happened. He did something that would make a cheap person lose their mind. When I say lose their mind, then did it twice.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was fucking
And
classic.
I have...
Did people understand?
It was just us standing there.
Yeah, it was really...
There was like everybody from the bands were there, but they were like, you know how it is with bands against hip hop. It's like people got cymbals, kits. There's drum kits to be.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So like, were there people there? Yes, but not interested at all.
Not
what
paying
we were
attention
doing.
to us.
Yeah,
Because we were like, we were jolly, and they're all going to Boston in 6
Right,
hours. So
right.
it's like,
Right.
it was actually for once the roles were reversed, where I was
Yeah.
like, I don't have to be nowhere but Philly.
And carry shit.
And where we hang out at our watering hole near Gavin's, also has very dope food. You know what I'm referring to. So we
were hype about that.
We were hype, and we knew
we had a great night ahead of us.
Right.
Like, this was the first stop on our night. It was
Yeah,
nice.
you know, you're
and-
talking that old head shit where you're like, we got a nice spot to eat and have some cocktails where other
They
people
know us. The food's good. The drinks are going to be
Yeah,
cold.
and, you know,
Nobody
when,
bothers
and when you're
us.
25, you want it like packed, and
We want as few people as we want.
Yeah, it's
the
literally
dentist bar you could find.
it's
in the
literally
city.
become that, man.
Yes.
Like when we walked in, it was cracking a little bit.
Yeah,
I was
we were like, "Fuck
Yeah.
this!"
Yeah, like I had to
Damn.
bulldoze.
We were mad.
Because Pablo's got no balls. He's like, it says wait to be seated. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I follow the rules.
You
He
do
does.
follow fucking rules because you're fucking
So,
square.
so what you don't know
L7.
is
What, follow the rules?
L7, man. Square.
Oh, I thought you said 7.
No.
Meaning you gave him a 7 for saying he follows rules.
No, he's an L7.
so.
Yeah, all day.
What you didn't hear was Vogel gets backstage. He's like, "Fucking Pablo podcast, blah blah blah." I'm like, "So you like it?" He's like, "I fucking quiz me on anything. Quiz me on
Yeah.
anything."
What?
So of course my ego, I'm like, "All right, let's talk about podcast and movie. What's your favorite part?" He's like, "My favorite part was when you tried to kick Gavin out of Philly and he wasn't having it."
A lot of heads like that. I heard that from 2 other people.
Is that
too.
right?
Yeah.
So
D-ball, James D-ball fucking hit me up. Texted me. He's
D-ball is a Pablo mark, and it's Pazzy's getting upset.
Yes.
D-ball hit me up. It was like, yo.
What up, D-ball?
He's like, I just laughed for 15 minutes at the thought of Pablo trying to kick you out of anywhere, let alone the city.
I banned you from Philly. You're out. So
D-ball's like,
fucking.
he banned you from the fucking room,
Yeah,
let alone
yeah.
the
I
city.
had 2 pops that day before we even got to the show. Number 1 was you forwarded me the text that Vogel sent you. Vogel sends Vinny a text that says, I wish my name was Sicko. I want to be Sicko. I was like, yes.
And he was like, he can have it. I've had it 30 years.
I was like, he can have it. Take it.
Right, I'm done with it.
And I was like, no, but you're too old for a new nickname.
That's true. So we deemed him the West Coast Sicko. And then-
You deemed him that.
No,
shit.
he said it. I didn't say it.
He said a lot of stuff that night.
First off, he's not even the West Coast. He's from fucking Buffalo.
Wow. So, and then the second one was, I texted Arthur early in the day. I was like, we'll be there to see you tonight. Looking forward to seeing you. He texted me back maybe like 15, 20 minutes later. He's like, the timing is so weird. We're all stuck in this van being forced to listen to you idiots. I was like, yes.
We're so sorry about
That was the best part of the day for me.
Yeah, well, I know that we've become a staple in some touring bands' lives.
I ain't mad at that.
And as a touring musician, it can be very helpful because with as long as our shows are, that can be one ride.
Sure.
From a city to another city.
Hey, we're here to help, man.
That's why
what we
we're
do.
here.
We are here to help.
And Gavin's here for the people.
Absolutely.
It's why he's the man of the people.
As soon as I allow him back into Philly, he'll be of the people.
Here we go.
Great.
See, your perspective on that is a little different because you're always the one who's in charge of the fucking radio.
Well, it's very much like.
But I know of a couple people who've toured with you and been like, fuck, if I have to hear blah, blah, blah one more time.
In terms of what? If they have to hear what? Because of my taste in music or
It would
Howard
either be-
Stern? Or
It'd probably be Stern.
I know R.A. the Rugged Man hates Howard Stern, and the more he expressed it, the more I would. Like, what you do is,
Right, that's the worst thing to say to you.
yeah, you listen to Howard, he goes 4 hours, and then you change it and put music on. I was like, oh, we're listening to the replay now.
I'd have done the same thing.
And he hates the cold, and I would have the air condition on 47 below.
Right.
So then he wanted to. Then one time, Outer Space was in a separate car, and he went into their car, and he was like, "You guys listen to rap music, and it's hot in here. Can I stay in here?" So he
I love that impression.
he would
Yeah,
put
that's already good.
when it was freezing,
Hey,
he
yo.
would put a pillow on his head and look like the Unknown Comic with his jacket on. But
Fucking
what I try to assess is, hey, how much I like you. Then I go from there, like with a tour manager. If I love you, like my man Orhan, your Muslim brother, like Orhan is like my brother. So what I'll do is I'll keep the buck wild shit to a minimum. Like I won't OD with that. I'll play no Howard over there because
This Europe?
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't clear that up. I'll play a lot of reggae, and hip hop, and I'll play death metal and punk rock and old hardcore, but I'll keep that shit to a minimum because I have my own room and there's plenty of time for that day. You know what I mean? That's where I get in some good quality death metal time. You know what I mean?
Good Norwegian.
Norwegian, Norwegian
Black Mass.
blackened.
Yeah.
No, he's making up names for bands. Black Mass. Is that
I bought it. Sound good to me.
yeah, that's where I'm listening to Emperor. That's where I'm listening to Mayhem. You know what I mean? One time Planet came in and was like, what the fuck is this? And did the two-step to Dark Throne. So don't think he did a two-step to Dark Throne plan. Shout out for doing that. I never thought it could be done. He did a little two-step. Pat, what the fuck is this shit, man? I was like, yo, man, it's my room, dog. Take a walk, dog. He's like, don't think I can't two-step this joint.
Didn't you play the Kinger and it scared Crip? Or
No,
was it something
Pablo.
else? Oh, it was Pablo.
Pablo, even now, every now and then, if it's close, he'll do a little run with us. If we got like Philly, New York, Boston, he'll come if he can.
Yeah.
And this is years and years ago, mid to late 2000s, and he came on like a fairly, maybe 4 or 5 shows. And we were in D.C., and we were bunking, me and Pablo. Like, this is when we were bunking to save money, 2 to a room, you know what I mean, instead of getting our own rooms.
One bed.
No, fuck out of here.
I was waiting for that.
It took
Fuck
him
outta
a really
here.
long time.
He set me up for that.
Get out of here.
He strung us along for
So
that.
I'm like, all right. I put on Abigail 2 and like not the original Abigail 2 and like nod off. And I hear like, yo, like where? I'm like, yo, what's fucking happening, man? Like this dude, maybe he's gonna ask me like, yo, do you have like something to put me to sleep? or like, yo, my stomach's fucked up.
Right.
Like, you want to roll me to the store or something like that? I'm like, yo, what's wrong? He's like, yo, man, I don't know what the fuck this is, man, but there's no fucking way I'm sleeping through this shit, man. This shit is freaking me out. What is this, man? I'm like, yo, man, it's King Diamond, man. He's like, yo, Paz, just like, yo.
Something else.
Like something else. Like it could be metal or something, but this shit ain't Cypher, man. And I was like, no, I got you. And then what had happened, like a few hours later, yo, I had forgot my medication. So we had to fucking, like he had day off, all of that. And I was like,
We have to leave.
Don't have the crazy meds. Gotta go. And he was like, And I was like, they're back in Philly.
Tour's over.
Yo, tour's over until I get these crazy pills.
What's the best part of the story?
I think I know it, so I'll say it and then you correct me.
Okay.
So a huge storm is hitting the East Coast. Like fucking monstrous. So I wake him up. We do 1,000 miles per hour home and get home, and everyone else slept in, and they got home at like 9,000 in the morning. Is that what you're referring to?
No, the best part was that King Size was supposed to come home with us, but he was in a different room. So he texts me at like 10 a.m. He's like, yo, when we bouncing, I'm like, dog, we're home. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, you better text Crip before he leaves without you.
Yes, that's part true. But to add insult to the injury of what Pablo just said, my forgetting the pills, which has never happened before, and knock on wood, hopefully never does again, or like I said, the tour will end again, was that we, by this stroke of luck, which didn't seem so lucky because I woke the poor guy up, you know what I mean, at 7 or something when he hadn't had off from his kids in however long. And he's like, oh, yeah, bet, whatever you need, man. We're home in our beds at like 9 a.m., and then like the snow had started by then, and those dudes all left to check out.
Where were you?
We were in D.C.
Nah, that was the Virginia show where we tried to steal the mannequin from backstage and had
No,
the
you're mixing up two shows.
That wasn't that?
No, that was a benefit for Mumia. We were with JoJo Pellegrino and Remedy. Now you're mixing two shows up.
Okay.
No, that was like a rain, like a torrential downpour gimmick.
Okay.
It wasn't snow. That was just like trees flying everywhere and rain and wind, but it wasn't snow.
There was like a mannequin backstage. And
I was like, yo, we're taking this like no matter what.
Did you take it?
And apparently they had
and Crip.
They had an affection for this mannequin. So the fucking club dudes were like, yo, where's like Mary at? And we're like, what the fuck you talking about? And they're like, yo, where's Mary? So I think Stoop had heard and was like, abort mannequin. And we like threw it out back.
Yeah, because that was the side gimmick. Yeah. No, but to close out on that thing, Crip, for whatever reason, had to bail. And do you remember Stoop was my hype man?
No.
What? Stoop hid behind this. You know when bands put stacks of Marshalls that are
dummies.
The dummy Marshalls.
Yeah.
They were like dummy speakers. They weren't Marshalls half stacks. They were like dummy speakers.
Sure.
So he has stage fright, and he still does, but he covers his face and wears a mask now, and he feels a little better. He hid behind the dummy speakers and was my hype man. So it was Quest behind me and me rapping. And
I think I've seen pictures of that because I remember seeing a picture of Stu with a mic in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, Pablo took them. They exist.
I'm like, what is going on here?
Well, let's get back to the Judge show, and then what? So
yeah, because the real shit didn't even happen until we left.
Well,
there.
I just want to say that everyone we saw was amazing that night. Definitely reminiscent of sometimes I hadn't seen, we discussed this earlier. Gavin, you and I had only seen Judge once, and it was in '89.
Yeah.
At City Gardens with Gorilla Biscuits and Sick of It All.
Yep.
So 27 years is a healthy gap.
Interval.
Yeah, interval between seeing a band and they destroyed.
Yeah. They were fucking like that kind of like. Well, number one thing, and it struck me like all this week reading on social media how many people were at that show that kept commenting what a great fucking show it was. Like how intense it was. And it wasn't until I saw footage from it, because I don't know if you've ever been to Voltage, but it's a very odd setup. So if you're at the backstage, there's that one giant fucking brick wall column.
Yeah.
So you can't really look out and see what the audience is doing or what they look like. I remember the vibe of the room was intense. Like everybody was into it. Everybody's having a great fucking time. But then I saw the footage that they shot. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
This shit was
I definitely
bananas.
need to see that footage.
It was bananas. But
cool.
Judge came out and like hit you like the proverbial fucking sledgehammer. Like you were just like, oh, okay.
yeah, the logo is apropos.
Absolutely.
So, like as Pablo said after the show, he came back, some ball busting. Scott Vogel from World Be Free, Terra, did something to Pablo.
You'll see the
Pablo's
video.
mind was exploding, and he was pleading,
Yeah.
Stop! Please stop! This makes Vogel repeat the action again.
Nice.
I have what I have some of that on tape footage that will go up on the website and the Facebook. I also have footage of what happened next.
Yes.
So I look at Gavin, I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. I want that macaroni and cheese from that gimmick. He's like, I'm with it. I might get a burger.
Which they
too.
changed, by the way.
Did
no,
they?
no more crumbles on the mac and cheese.
Really?
I had to have because of him. He complained
He
about
complained about it. Now the whole
it.
thing's
No
down.
crumbles.
No
Ruined
crumbles.
the crumbles for everybody.
I'm a trendsetter, Scott. I don't fuck around, man.
He ruined the crumbles for
Fuck that trend.
everyone.
Things are, first of all, sicko, things are my way or the fucking highway, pal.
True.
That's
You're
my
not the
spot.
king of crumbles,
That's
Bull.
my spot, my hood, my rules.
He makes
You
the
can't
menu.
fuck with a man's crumbles, son.
You got no crumbles.
It
What
ain't
I gotta
cool.
tell you?
I got people in there. It's our spot.
It ain't cool.
What's on top
My
of
man's the
Nothing.
bartender.
Green things.
Yeah, the green things are still there, right?
Gimmicks.
Fuck the green things.
What
I
are they-
want crumbles.
I like the green things,
Scallions.
but the crumbles go on the top.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
succulent.
Obviously.
It's suckling.
Delicious.
And they fucking did away with it.
It's not only
Because
something.
of Gavin, because he goes, can I have, everything with him is, can I have the blah, blah, but.
Usually I'm with him on it, though.
Right, because both of you are bad orderers.
Absolutely.
What you do is, if you don't want things, you get the gimmick and then you do it. If you want a fucking burger, but you don't want the lettuce and the tomato and the onion, guess what? You pick up the gimmick, you take them off, and you eat your gimmick.
then it
but
should
at the
taste
same
like
time,
onions.
if
He
you
does
wanted
this.
that-
Can I have the gimmick, but no gimmick, no gimmick, and no gimmick, and a side of gimmicks that don't go with this gimmick?
I'm okay with that, but at the
I'm
same
not.
I
time,
want mashed potatoes.
Listen,
and
no, it
French
doesn't
fries.
mean that the
Let me-
next
let
guy
me-
to
let
order
me
a
say
burger
something.
isn't going to get lettuce and
He
tomato.
fucking he fucking stole my gimmick across the street too. I was like, guess what I want? I want a chicken cheesesteak,
Yeah.
but I don't like your fries. Guess what I'm gonna fucking do? I want hash browns in my cheesesteak.
No, A,
Yes,
it was mashed
yes.
potatoes, first of all.
That's right.
Second of all, you just did what you said I do.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No,
I don't
because it
care.
isn't a
Listen,
scene there,
let
and
me tell
I
you
know
something.
them.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
go
Do
ahead.
they know me like family? Doesn't?
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't she say, "How's your mother?"
Of course.
So that's already setting the precedent of I can do what I want.
Let me explain something.
Does that mean if I go in there and order a fucking cheesesteak, I'm going to get fucking mashed potatoes?
No, but that's what he did to me.
I don't care.
See, that's fucking selfish and
I'm
business
so-
for
no,
yourself.
bullshit. I'm so polite and charming that
What?
these motherfucking waiters are. Am I like, give me this, give me that? No, I'm like, hey man, do me a favor. This is what I need. I need this and this and this and this. And they're like,
Because
yeah, man.
it's-
And they're happy to do it for me. And then they get tipped out fucking double what the fuck the
Because
thing
you're
was.
polite doesn't make it any less insane.
Bullshit. My rules. I run the show. Period. That's
Do I
that.
have to ask for
if I-
crumbles now?
Yes, because of him.
Yeah.
Because
If
of
they
him.
even have them in the
Fuck
building.
everybody.
They might have
give a
gotten
shit.
rid of whatever
Damn
their
you.
crumbles were. I don't know.
Gavin killed crumbles.
I
Fuck
don't know.
crumbles. Fuck you. Who cares?
Write that down. Fuck crumbles.
It was
Fuck you.
smashed up goldfish, you fucking marks. It was smashed up.
They were
fucking
perfect.
goldfish,
Rabble,
you
rabble,
fucking
rabble.
jabroni fucking mark.
You're paying $20 for smashed up goldfish.
Like, don't tell me what's in
He's
this
paying. I'll
sausage.
tell you who's paying. Pazzy. Yes. That was on my fucking dime. I'm paying for his mac and cheese that doesn't have goldfish, and he's the one who did it.
I'll have the lobster stuffed with lobster.
Gold card, Pazzy.
And put it on Pazzy.
I was glad to do it.
My man.
But first off, the fucking
That was the best
How
thing on
dare
that
you?
fucking menu.
Go ahead.
it is still succulent without the crumbles.
Not
And
having it.
they did a gimmick for me because the quesadillas, the chicken quesadillas, Napoleon,
the
make yourself some
quesadillas?
dang
Napoleon?
quesadillas.
The Jasadillas?
The quesadillas have some
they change your
dang
life?
bacon on them, and I don't dine with swine or put pork on my fork.
So you did a thing.
So I said, pal, let me get this
Give
without
me the gimmick with no
Look,
gimmicks.
nah,
You did
nah,
the thing that
nah.
you're yelling at him
See,
about.
Because I'm
And
taking
once
things
again-
out. He's putting things
and-
on.
No, I'm not. I'm taking it off. Once again, me and you were on the same page. That's what it comes down to. We're all against Sicko, and that's the bottom line.
Fine.
Agreed. Let's continue on with the night when we left. Is that
Well,
where we're
before
going?
we even get to the fucking place, we're driving down Spring Garden Street, and if you're not in Philly, like Spring Garden is a major fucking street in
It's- yeah,
Philly.
yeah.
Like it's 2 lanes on going both ways. Like it's a fucking
Next to Broad Street, it's probably the biggest street.
it's a
like-
deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lots of restaurants, lots of clubs. There's all kinds.
Just gimmicks, shit going
There's
on.
shit everywhere.
People.
Yeah.
So we're heading west on
Spring Garden.
Spring Garden, and Sicko's a little flummoxed, as one can be in the city when you don't drive anymore.
Oh, fuck.
So
I can't get left.
Can't get left.
Well,
Where's City Hall?
well, fucking blowjob Pablo's in the fucking back yelling directions.
He's taking me to the river.
This fucking guy takes 7 hours to get to Gavin's house. I get Sicko there in 4 minutes. So from my house to Gavin's 4 minutes. Pablo driving 78. So I'm like, just listen to me, because his wifey and Gavin and Pablo are all fucking sparked up in the back seat. Because everyone wants to eat, and they're charged up. And my head goes, yo, and now it had gone from, we told you the show was mad early, right?
Yeah.
So it was 6-ish, 7-ish when we walked in there, and it's February, it was pretty cold. We come out and it's fucking brick.
Yeah.
Now, I love the cold, no stranger to the cold. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm like, yo, now, anyone who's seen enough interviews or pictures, I wear glasses, I'm blind as a bat. Blind as a bat. I got my glasses on, though. Sicko's paying attention. These three in the back yucking it up. And I'm like, yo, just bust a left on da-da-da. I got you. Just listen to me and I'll get you there. So I'm like, yo, that looks like a naked guy, but not naked. Ass naked. No socks.
In his head, he said, because he didn't.
Because this shit ain't real.
It's not registered.
So,
We're
I'm
all-
driving.
we're in
I'm
the
looking
back.
straight
Now, the
ahead.
first
so I'm
thing-
not-
Me and Pablo
nothing's
were talking
registering.
about whatever, and
The
Sean's
first
in the
thing
middle
that
of
happens
us.
to me initially is I suffer from something called depersonalization disorder. I'm like, yo, I hope I'm not going into some sort of episode. You know what I mean? Not that I've ever seen things before. I'm not that crazy, but I've never just seen a unicorn or anything. But I'm like, none of this on paper is. Yeah,
However, I know they exist.
You're a happy unicorn.
so I'm like, on paper, nah, man. Like, so I go, yo, that's, sick. That's a naked guy. And I'm like, I turn around to Gavin. I swear, it's a bad habit because I have heavy hands, but I'm punching his arm through the back seat, just barely missing. Sicko's probably, naked guy.
naked guy. And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yo, he's ass naked. No socks, no shoes,
He ain't lying.
no pants, no shirt, no hat, no glasses. Fresh out the womb, ass naked. Walking, strutting, bro.
Strutting.
Like no paranoid schizophrenic shit. He's not biting things. He's not jumping into the cars.
He's not falling down.
He's walking.
He's not dancing because his fucking feet are cold.
No.
He's strolling and strutting
Now-
down Spring Garden
Now,
Street.
all I can see, because this is a white man, is pasty white skin,
glowing.
the hair on his head,
Supple, glowing
the hair
skin.
on his head, and bush that look like 70s bush.
Massive,
Whoa.
Dude
massive, massive bush.
Like couldn't see his junk bush.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
It was like
Fro bush. Fro.
So we were losing
Yeah.
our
Retro
fucking
bush.
minds.
Retro bush.
wow.
Maybe
We
he
were-
couldn't find pants to fit.
We
That's
were
fucking-
losing our fucking minds. I think I have some audio.
It was a
I'm trying to not
it was
crash
a mad
the car.
scramble for everybody to get
Get their phones out.
and get
So,
some kind of.
Let
thing
me
for
see if
this.
I got anything. There might be some audio here.
Oh God. Fucked up.
Oh my God.
Naked dude. Naked dude. Naked dude. Turn that shit around.
Can we turn around?
Turn around. She wants to get
Oh, shit. See what happens when we all go out?
Send and that is what we all go out now. That
Nice
was
job.
a little snippet of audio, but there's visual of that.
There's a visual.
We will put that up. We will have it. It'll be like the Zapruder film.
We will analyze every frame of it for you.
Go ahead. See, you're stuck too.
My take home from all this was, if you're gonna go about doing that gimmick, if that's your thing, you would think that my man would have made his area more appealing to the masses, if you will.
His area.
Right?
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you before we go any further? I want to know like approximate age.
I'd say late 20s,
25
younger
to
ball.
28.
late 20s, hipster looking.
Tall.
Like
Tall.
Skinny.
Bushy.
bushy, like slovenly hair, hipster beard.
Unkempt.
Beard?
Yeah.
Unkempt hair,
Okay,
hipster
you know where this is
beard.
going.
No, I don't. Why was it a dare? Did he take shrooms?
Was he just being wacky white guy? Look at me.
I mean,
I'm just saying those motherfuckers don't fucking know what hygiene is. So of course,
this guy didn't know what sanity was.
Wow.
So I mean, in a list of things that this guy doesn't know about, his fucking boosh is like 7,000.
It's fucking higher up for me. It's like 3 or 4.
No, for him.
Oh, for me? Oh,
No, what he
I thought you
said,
meant- yeah,
he's
I'm
saying
with you.
that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
isn't a high priority
Oh,
for
no,
him.
he
I'm
doesn't
saying
care.
priority.
Yeah.
This guy's priority, this guy's walking down. So once now we debated turning around, which I wish we did in retrospect, but hindsight's 2020, and we saw the police lights in the rearview mirror right away.
Keep driving.
And let's say there was weaponry in the vehicle.
Yes.
So we shouldn't have been snooping around, especially around police and especially with a camera.
Mm-hmm.
So we are heading west, south, back to South Philly. And during this time, we're like, yo, naked guy, that was Buck Wild. Yo, this dude was wilding. What the fuck? And Gavin's like, yo, that guy's bush was fucking insane.
Like, I'm more offended by his bush than the fact that he was walking around naked.
Yeah, because
in
it ain't the first
February
time
on
we
Spring
saw that
Garden.
shit.
Right.
It ain't the first time we saw that shit. It's just the most recent time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some wild shit smoking dust back in the day. And
So you're saying if the guy was, manic,
Well kept.
Yeah, well kept.
it's kept, not kept.
It would have been a naked
Jesus.
guy, but
well,
not
no.
like,
So
what the-
Gavin brings that up, and I'm like, you're right, man. Foul ball. Like if you have the balls, pardon the pun. So you got fucking stones to fucking strut like this. This motherfucker was strutting like he was proud as a peacock. But he had fucking 70s
as a
bush.
fucking
And he's like, yo, man, that guy's bush was a little bit out of line. No, Paz? And I'm like, out of line, man. Like, take care of yourself. And Pablo and fucking Sicko are like, what do you mean, man?
What?
And we're like, yeah, do the gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, shave your shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, keep yourself proper. And they're like, they're no selling us. Like, what do you mean?
What?
So I'm in the front with Co, and he's like, you guys are crazy. You might have said that's gay. You might have.
No, my thing
Not
is,
gay, like feminine or something.
No, it's more of I don't get the idea of putting like razor sharp implements anywhere near your junk for any
You
reason.
don't have to do
You
it.
don't have to. There's gimmicks.
Yeah, that's too much work. I'm too fucking lazy.
I use a razor.
yeah, I
Yeah,
ain't
but
fucking
after
with that
another
shit.
gimmick.
My shit's like, whew.
No, so is mine, but I use a gimmick before that. The
I've
stages.
never gotten to the
to the point where you need the
Right.
gimmick.
Thank
Not
you.
me. I rock a natural
maybe my
all day.
first run.
Your
Fuck
first.
all that.
What did he say?
Maybe my first. He's all natural. All day.
I rock a natural.
That's
That-
nasty.
man, no,
That's
fucking
foul.
That's some fucking Woodstock
Whatever.
right there.
Whatever.
I mean, I'm looking at Pablo over there.
I know, he's not saying
He's somehow
much.
going to incorporate money into this.
Go ahead.
Like, yo,
No, it
that's
has-
extra
It has
raises.
nothing to do with that.
Go ahead.
Well, on the sicko thing, I'll say one thing. The man is hung, so maybe he's got to cover it up a little bit. Dude,
Why?
What, he needs a coat? Wow. His pal needs a coat?
He might need a fur coat for that little mink to cover that up. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
I mean,
I'll defend him a little bit. I'll defend him a
I
little
mean,
bit.
yeah, but at the same time, he's married to a black woman, so, I mean, so why is it, wow.
So that's fine with sicko. Me, myself, I do what you guys do. I got a pair of, like, dog clippers that I use.
Yeah, what's a dog?
Mine are for human. I don't know.
You don't do what I do because I fucking bick my shit.
Well, see, but you're just talking about. You're talking about the front. I do the back as well.
So do I.
Wait, the back of what?
Whoa.
I do too.
As a man
The
from
back of your balls?
No,
or the
as a
back
man as a man in the Mediterranean,
Yeah, you got it.
I got to take care of the ass too.
Oh,
So listen to this.
I mean, I
gotta take care
but he says, I got to take care of the ass too. So listen to that. I don't want to listen
Yeah, I
to
know,
this,
right?
man.
Nope.
This is more. I don't have one hair on my ass, man.
What?
Not one hair.
Really?
What?
Not one hair
You're a
on my
lucky
ass.
son of a bitch.
Not
Lucky
one
you.
hair.
Lucky
I'm
you.
fucking straight grease balls all day.
No, I gotta let.
I look like a
Off
panda
the
bear
boat
back
shit.
there.
Ah,
I gotta take care of that myself.
what about your grundle?
What?
That's when you take all the adapters off the clippers and then you just go in there.
You'll
Oh,
cut
no, you
yourself
cut
with
yourself.
that.
No, you
get
gotta
a
keep a-
pick,
I
man.
have very
Get a-
dexterous hands.
Go. With the shaving cream gimmick.
You use
the
shaving
fuck
cream
has
gimmick?
time
Nah,
to do
soap
all
all
this?
day.
Let me tell you
Soap
something.
in the
Okay,
shower.
I'm going to hip the masses right now.
No,
of the
man, I'm
people,
not
word for
switching.
man of the people. Listen, CVS brand, chick, whatever.
Yeah.
Shaving cream all day long. It's like
Filet Wang?
fillet everything.
Oh, and my gimmick, I shower.
Yeah.
I shave my face in the shower, and when my gimmick needs to be gimmicked, I have a second razor blade for that gimmick because I don't want my wang, the shit from my balls
Yeah,
Touch your
to
face.
touch my face. This fucking fotch, you know what I mean? This facciabella. So
I got a separate buzzer.
I got separate. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I got separate everything
Right.
for the gimmicks.
Way too much work.
It's
not work.
It's not work
You
though.
put a fucking guard on that
Fuck
thing.
all
and
that.
fucking-
Basically, what you're saying is like that's like being like showering's way too much
No,
work.
that's
Like
different.
it has to happen.
How often do you fucking pick your joint?
He doesn't.
I'm talking your
No,
head.
his head.
He don't pick that either.
I
He
don't know.
uses no
Clippers,
adapter.
once a week.
So if
He's
you
got the
already got
Flowbee
the
for that.
Yo, just get yourself another set of clippers.
You see that set of
when that
clippers you
other-
bought? What are they? Wall from the store? You get another gimmick. What are they? 15 clamps, and take them downtown.
No.
When you buy a new one,
Sicko.
take the old one
Absolutely
down.
Sicko. Down. Things will be great when we're downtown.
You gonna tell me
Sicko,
fucking
Sicko, you better do
Anne
this.
Mary did that?
Not doing it.
That's great.
You gonna tell me Anne Mary tagged that?
Sicko.
That was Nancy. Nancy
By next
Sinatra.
episode, we want to
Paul
know
Clark.
I know
how it
it is.
feels to be smooth down there.
No, not happening.
What is this?
It's.
What's the point? Who needs to do this?
I'll tell you something. In all honesty,
yeah.
it makes
Hey ho.
the business even better.
Yeah,
No,
so
it don't.
oh, dude,
I
yo.
agree.
How do
I
you
agree.
fucking know?
Yo,
See,
Hey,
that's
right,
fucking. See that? Look,
That's sickos.
I never shoot on you ever, never, right?
Right.
But when you do shit like that, like no, it doesn't. You don't know. You never fucking did it.
Actually, I have done it.
Whoa.
That's not what you said fucking 2 minutes ago.
No, I never said I never did it.
Oh my
Now you're tucking your chain.
I did it in my 20s.
He was walking down the street and he saw an OG and he tucked his chain
Get the
like,
fuck
I might
outta
get
here.
Vic.
Nope.
You did it in your 20s. What stopped
Because it was annoying. What's
Annoying?
the fucking
it?
point?
You're annoying.
So you agree? Say what you were saying.
Well, I
it
want to
feels
go back
better,
to the fact
a
that
thousand
you
times better.
I want to
It
go back.
does.
Hold on.
Absolutely.
I want to fucking call him out.
Who? The blow?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He was no selling all this in the car.
I'm not
discussed
talking
this.
because I got respect for a man's wife, and I ain't gonna talk like that in front of a man's wife.
First
get
off,
the
fuck
fuck
you. The
outta
things you
here.
say,
What is he talking
the things
about?
you say in front of everyone's wives should fucking have gotten you punched.
Particularly my wife.
Correct.
Love
You
her.
said worse things in front of his wife that night, let alone that fucking. Not to
I think
mention.
I was too shocked over a naked Wang guy.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
That I understand.
fairly
I'm still a little bit shocked.
Wang shock is no
I
joke.
don't know about this guy, man. I don't know about him.
So listen to this,
He's the
Gavin.
flipping the flopping.
So
I'm
listen to this,
listening.
Gavin.
I'm listening.
So to do the backside,
Oh,
it takes a little bit longer, right? So I haven't had a good formula on how to do this. So then I see the gimmick on TV for the Nair, right?
Oh, dude, wait a minute.
So I secret agent buy some of this shit at the Giant, right? But you gotta buy that, and then you gotta buy like candy, and you gotta buy like
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't make
I'm
it
with
look
you.
like
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like
the
the
mission.
buy-
Right, pick up
It's
some
like when your
tampons.
shorty tells you to get tampons.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like,
Right.
damn it, the wifey needs diapers and the thing, and I'm here for. I gotta hold
Oh,
this.
let me get this
I
Nair.
don't even know what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Right. You flash your wedding ring,
Right.
a couple
I
of your
was in,
bands.
side
so
note,
you're like
I was in CVS the other day and bought new packs.
He cut a side deal with CVS the way he's putting it.
no doubt.
I
Bugs!
bought baby wipes,
Essential.
For you.
secret deodorant for
you.
me,
For-
baby powder, and like some lotion, and with all my gimmicks, and went up to the counter and fucking put on the thing. I was like, oh man, I should have bought some like mouse traps or some fucking
40.
like something. I was like, I'm all fucked.
You don't
here.
even drink, and you got
And
to
then I
put a
was just
40
like,
whole
yeah.
gold there. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
I'm
what?
like, look, I'm all in.
And
Just
Look at
fucking
40.
whatever.
Yo, these butt wipes yours? Yeah, so is this 40 Ing Bing.
Magnums too.
Yeah, here's this 40 Ing Bing.
Right.
No,
So anyway,
I mean,
so the fucking
see both the Nair.
the Nair, and this shit smells horrible, right? You spray it
there's-
on. You spray it on, and it like melts your hair, and it comes off. So whatever towel you use, you got to toss that motherfucker.
Let me
too.
ask you a question.
this is not, can I tell you
Yeah.
that this is not the first time I've heard this identical story
From me or somebody else?
from somebody
Okay.
else. A very hairy Jewish friend of mine.
Okay.
Like next level hairy, back. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never seen him with his shirt off. The story, he was like, yo, my wifey was vexed. I ruined mad towels. The shit
It
smells.
smells horrible.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh huh.
When you're saying your ass, do you mean like
I said grundle or the
right?
cheeks?
Because if
Oh, he just...
Yeah, you're
See,
talking
that's-
like the posterior.
I don't have any,
the posterior.
I don't have any,
I'm not talking
The
about.
posterior.
But if we're talking it like a continuation from the main area,
Nah,
underneath
this
a
is
little
the whole.
I just shave
this
that
the whole
shit up,
It's
too.
the whole hemisphere.
It's the gluteus
I don't
maximus.
have
The
anything on
gluteus
the-
maximus, but let's jump ahead here.
Okay.
If he's telling us all of this, that means his back is fucking hairy too.
Not necessarily.
no.
No. If you got a hairy ass, you got a hairy back.
No, you
I
don't.
don't know about that.
What are y'all talking about?
My back's not hairy. I got a little something on my ass. I got to take care of it. But the buzzer's fine.
So I got nothing, man.
The buzzer is just fine.
My ass is like a baby's ass, man.
You have an awesome ass.
Oh, you see, man? Fucking hell, man.
So, Jay.
Fucking hell, man.
So
with
no
you.
one's home when I got to do this, right? This is secret agent stuff.
Yeah, you're
So I-
real fucking. You're real. Yeah.
So I spray paint my ass like a graph writer. You know what I'm saying? Tag that shit up.
paint my ass like a graph writer.
Tag that, and you
Second,
wipe,
write that down.
and you wipe it off, and then you discard all the shit, right? So then wifey comes
Get
in,
rid of
she's
the
like,
evidence.
Where are the towels?
well, she's like, why the fuck does it smell like a salon in here?
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm like, no cell, like, I don't know what the fuck.
Is
You
that
gotta-
what
you
they
gotta
do
get-
in salons for the mustache
Yeah,
ladies?
it's that
Oh,
weird
heavy.
salon smell. It's like it's the only place you smell this weird shit at.
Interesting.
So I had to no sell it and then like argue with her. Like, what the fuck you talking? You gotta get mad and change the
what-
subject.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically you're doing the heel turn.
Yeah.
Right.
There's nobody else in the house you can blame
That's
this
a
on at this point,
complicated
right?
angle
Yeah.
when
No.
you flip it back on someone when you took the L to have them thinking
Well,
you were wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you come in, you got heat with me, and 10 minutes later, you believe that you flip it on him.
It's displacement, I think, is the psychological term where he's like,
You should have just owned it.
It's,
Why
yeah,
didn't you
but,
just
but,
say, like,
but
this is what I fucking
displacement is
Well,
what
I was
Freud
waiting
would say,
for
but when
her
it works,
to
it's
pressure
a
me
Vinnie.
I was waiting for her to pressure me on it, and I would have came out with it, but she never did.
Because she was like, she tucked her chain and was
Yeah.
like, I might not want to know.
Right, exactly.
She sniffed around a little bit, literally and figuratively, and
Right.
then was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
He's dumbing out. Like,
Yeah,
he
I'm
ain't
going
having
down.
this. Maybe I don't want to go down this.
Dark.
Everybody
this
needs their little secrets, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
She
I feel
knows
it.
your mind is a dark place.
Very true.
She knows better than any
It's
of
a
us.
dark cavern.
At this point, though, whatever you do, I'm having a feeling you go, it's for the podcast. You could get away with
I
mad shit
see him
right
doing
now.
all this
Nah, man.
years before
Nah,
the
this woman
Oh,
has
I
been.
believe that, but like,
This woman is being put through hell since 1992.
Easily.
I'm only capitalizing on it now.
yeah, right. I'm only naring my ass for the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, I need to.
Well, I guess
I'm giving you an out,
I guess
man.
my heat. I mean, obviously, this. If we felt like just cracking jokes, this could go on forever. But I guess to me, my heat is, and we discussed this week, is he was no selling this whole thing, and now he's got gimmicks for days with his balls, his grundle, his
no-selling?
ass. He's like Sicko was like, yo, y'all are crazy.
Because Nair is
I
next
only
up.
had a couple drinks, so I couldn't be like, oh, I was tipsy. I don't remember. I remember Sicko not selling, not implying, yo, that's too much work. He was almost implying like it was feminine. But he's saying no now. I don't care either way. To me, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yeah.
So there's like
Especially when it comes to your fucking.
You could fucking
nether
eat off my
regions.
dick. That's how clean
Oh
it is.
my God.
You know what I'm saying? Some man have. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I tried to know so that I couldn't.
On that
Let's go
fucking note,
right into it. Right, go.
you're listening to the Broad Street Breakdown
Fuck.
at
That just
BSB.
bummed the whole room out.
At BSB Radio 1. Is that right?
Yeah, for Twitter.
Yeah, for
at
Twitter.
BSB Radio 1. Hit us up on the email, info@broadstreetbreakdown.com.
BroadStreetBreakdown.com is the website. You can link to iTunes from there. Go to iTunes, subscribe, write us a review, do all that for us. And we'll be back.
This is Steve Jones, the legend, the one and only. You're listening to Vinnie Paz and the Broad Street Breakdown. Yeah.
Lord of mercy, follow me up. Turn it on, do it again, turn it in a donkey. Yes.
How fucking heavy was that Steve Jones?
Nice.
I mean, if everybody just heard Steve Jones and don't know who he is, you ain't part of the gimmick gang. That's what I'm saying.
Thus far in my life,
Revoked.
that's the coolest thing ever.
But can I just say something? Is that a out of line statement? If you don't know who that just was, you shouldn't be a part of the gimmick gang.
Absolutely. I will
And
stand
it doesn't
by
mean
that.
you have to, but you should look them up, and then you're right away a part of the gimmick.
Take the
gang.
cue. Take the clue. Go and look it up.
I like
Stand for it.
that.
I'm not
Almost
even going
rhymed.
in
That
with
was
that.
like a.
I'm not even going in with that.
Gavin's in charge of what's going on the TV, and he's failed all night.
I keep forgetting.
Give him one job.
I keep forgetting.
Not in love anymore.
Ban him from
I
TV.
keep forgetting. Things will never be the same again. Lord of mercy, follow me up.
Scablo
Scablo.
in the building.
Yeah.
So listen. This is P. What's this? Episode what? Is this 11?
12.
Episode. So it's 12 fucking. So this is like 48 hours.
We've been here for 12 days.
How long?
We've been here for 12 days.
That's not 48 hours, man. It's 2. Your Bill, Broad Street Breakdown is being brought to you by Crescent Street Tattoo. 4371 Crescent Street, Philly, PA. 215-487-0360. Facebook, Crescent Street Tattoo. IG, Crescent Street Tattoo. Email, crescentstreettattoo@gmail.com. Website, crescentstreettattoo.com. And Stevie Puerto Rico's book is in stores now. It's called No Slam Dancing, No Stage Diving, No Spikes, an oral history of the legendary City Gardens by our good friend Amy Yates Wolfing and Stevie Puerto Rico. This book is great if you grew up on the East Coast, if you're into punk rock, if you're into hardcore, if you're into anything music related, you like shows, you like the underbelly, the seedy world.
Yes.
Check out this book.
Much
OG, what's the
seediness.
fucking word, Pop?
There's wang going on.
Listen,
TV.
man, settle down over there.
Jeff put it on.
It's disturbing.
I didn't put it on. That was the whole
You know who's
thing.
on the television? It's an idiot abroad. It's our friend. Who's our friend, man?
Carl Orange.
Carl Pilkington. We like Carl over here, man. We like Carl Pilkington. And he's in India. Now, with that said, Soldier, what's going on in the biz, Pop?
Lot this week.
Right. We were going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, man. Raw was actually good this week.
After the shit, the finish of the pay-per-view was the shits to me. Was it the shits to you?
It was. I wasn't surprised by it, but yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay, not being surprised by the shits doesn't mean things are in a good place.
Agreed.
Our heads used to explode when we were young. People were like, oh, it's a dusty finish. I'm like, stop saying that about everything. Do you agree that has become some sort of
People don't understand any of the terminology they use.
It's a poltergeist. guys.
The fuck was that?
Because the door just moved. So guys, it's a poltergeist.
It's Ringo. That's what
It's
he's doing.
yeah.
It's Ringo.
So can we first talk about that? How the people used like dusty finish, things like that we talk about, but they don't know what they mean. And heel and mark and smark, and they'll be the thing that they're calling somebody.
Yeah, it's all become a fucking mishmash of terms and misuse of such things.
Lad.
What, Paolo?
I mean, dusty finish sounds like something I got on Delaware Avenue.
That's good. That's good.
Come on.
That's good.
Come on, give it to the kid.
I will always. That's great. Sicko, write that down.
You're saying that's a real term, though?
Dusty Rhodes was a booker. He used to book the shows while he wrestled.
Okay.
Correct me.
Do you know what Booker means? Like he's the one planning. He was the one planning out the layout of the match and the
you
way.
and Sicko are wrestling.
Okay.
This is what happens here. You're gonna hit him with the fucking gimmick. He's gonna roll over the fucking announce table.
Okay.
You're gonna blade yourself.
The Spanish announce table or the regular announce table?
I'm not mad at him right now.
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
So far, so good.
So
Okay,
go ahead.
I got you.
Explain the book.
So when they would always have like an older guy or an experienced guy or somebody who's been around a while.
OG, triple OG. You get to have the book if it was a good company.
Right. So Dusty used to do certain finishes that were like, let's say it was.
I'm trying to think of the word.
Yeah,
too. Sicko is the word. Sicko. What is it when it's confusing? It doesn't come to a proper end. Not innocuous. What does innocuous mean?
Inconclusive?
What does innocuous mean?
Innocuous means not harmful.
Okay. Innocuous. It wouldn't be harmful to the program, so that might apply. It doesn't apply. It doesn't hurt the program. It would be, you would be left confused. Wait, what happened? Does he have the belt? Does he?
Yeah. So, for example, let's say Flair was the champion and he was going with Barry Windham when he was a babyface. They would do a finish when
wait, he was a face. All right.
Yeah. They would do a finish where it looked like Barry won and everybody was convinced Barry won, but then they would kind of change it up last minute.
They would swerve it and announce
and announce that Flair still had the thing. So it worked really well a few times.
Okay.
But Dusty is accused of doing that finish over and over and over
so it
again.
became known as the Dusty.
Right.
Okay,
And it kind of jaded a lot of people, Nobody was convinced anymore that
That was it.
Barry,
right,
for
right.
example, won. Everybody was like, fuck bullshit. We're still, you know.
But
so-
like Gavin said, you're talking 35, 40 years ago. So now people say it because it's become part of the vernacular of
Right.
Marx. So everything's a dusty finish. You're like, no. That's not what happened. No. And that's part of it what me and Gavin talk about. Gavin and I talk about with who is a heel, who is a bummer, who is this, and why we should be the bookers. That's what we believe. We should have the book. Whoever listens to the show, give us the book. We'll still do the tattoo gimmicks. I'll still do the rap gimmick, but we'll pencil you in.
yeah. We got like Wednesdays to write it.
Or something.
Yeah.
So Monday comes after the gimmick, and you wrote me mad early on Monday morning taking the kids to school, and you said, did you watch the gimmick? And we said what was good and what was bad. We're fans of Steen. We're fans.
I mean, you know, I'm not a Dolph Ziggler guy.
Guys, it's Pole to Goose.
I think you better get the gimmick.
I do. You know what I did wrong. I didn't tie the gimmick wrong.
Did it go again?
No, it's just I got to pull my gun out now and shoot the ghost. I will shoot a ghost.
Be ready to shoot the
Is
ghost.
anyone in here recording?
You can't shoot a ghost.
But I will, though. No. Are you telling me I can or that it won't work?
Then it won't work.
Well,
I'm sure you can.
You don't
just
know.
Correct yourself then. I'll point and I'll empty the clip.
That's what we need in here.
So we're talking in the morning. The more cranky he is, the better he shoots on the product.
Yes.
So he's going, this fucking thing, that fuck, that, baka.
I'm trying to be a little more.
He was about to use the word positive, but he didn't want to be posicore. But that's what he's doing. He's trying to put he's trying to put it over.
Thing. Okay. I feel like everybody on the internet and everybody whatever is constantly bad mouthing the
This part is true. This part is true.
It's just constant fucking like this motherfucker.
They
Vince,
remind me of Sicko. You're complaining to complain.
like it's gotten to the point now that it's like you can't have one fucking minute of this that you enjoyed. Like, so I kind of turned it around in my head and said, you know what? Like, I'm gonna try and take the positive aspects of the things I like about it and focus on that as opposed to the 80% of the shit that they do. So
I know for a fact that when you hit me up that particular morning, mad early, when you were cranky, we did speak about the good things. We're like, Steen fucking rules.
Yeah, man.
This guy fucking rules.
Right.
New Day, crazy over. I don't care. New Day was giving shit with them Jay Brones, Edge, and Christian, and still shined.
Yeah.
Those guys are the shits. I don't know who likes them. I don't know why they came out. Can you tell me?
They ain't fucking funny. They came out because they got a show on the network. that
Which
just
is the
started.
shits.
I
But what
didn't
I'm
watch
saying
it,
is
but-
New Day still made it work to me.
Yep.
Those dudes, genius. How over are they with us? Forget we're the line.
They took an embarrassing shit gimmick that they were given and made it gold.
They made a chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Yeah, literally.
They
Like,
literally
it
were
was-
like, here, assholes, take this so we can fire you. They took it and got hot.
when they were first coming out with that, there was a couple weeks where I just didn't get it.
Remember, we were confused. We
yeah.
thought they were like preachers or
Right,
something because it
right.
was a choir.
And they turned that shit
And we were like,
around,
oh,
man.
they're going to be like
Yeah.
black preacher dudes.
Right.
And you and I were like, yo, they should turn them into like Black Panthers who hate Whitey.
Yeah.
And then you were like, nah, man, Vince ain't doing that now, which was right.
Yeah.
But they started... Guys,
That's
you heard that? There's a poll. For everyone who keeps thinking I'm stopping, we keep hearing this noise. Nobody... Scott, what would you call this? A compound that we're in?
Yeah, it's a recording compound.
Yeah, and a gimmick keeps making a sound right there. And
Yes.
everybody in here is, are you airing it, Pablo?
I'm not.
Pablo's
So
got
he's
the
no
gimmicks
selling
on
it.
his
I
heard
head.
it.
So I'm just going to shoot a ghost. If you hear something, pop, pop, real loud, that's the gun. I'm going to shoot the ghost. Or the poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
So, so Monday Night Raw comes and you write me, dude. No, I write you. What the fuck are they doing for Mania? And what are they doing for Taker? And you're like, this fucking place is a shit show. Wait for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of that pay-per-view, nothing was answered.
Nothing.
Other than we knew it was going to be Helmsley and Roman.
Right, but then you wrote me, shit better happen tonight.
Yeah. And
So
goddamn
I go.
if it
So
didn't.
you're up with the kids doing your gimmick. I fall asleep.
Yeah.
You don't write me, and then we talk the next morning.
We didn't talk Monday night?
No, because you were like, "Oh, Vinny's out."
Okay.
So you did your gimmicks, and I had like one sock on my head and was snoring and like watched it at 3 a.m.
Okay.
I thought they did. So, all right, the Shane O'Mac music hits. Do you pop?
I did.
So did I.
Not. I wouldn't even say I was a fan. But
It doesn't matter. Neither was I.
Yep.
Was I a fan 9 years ago or something?
No.
I popped for you. Oh, you did something different. I'm popping.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm popping for whoever in creative
Yep.
made this happen because it's different.
Yep.
So he comes down.
Biggest pop in years. Years.
I'm going to safely say 5.
I mean,
maybe
that,
3.
That shit, and it was, it was.
And it didn't stop.
That's what I'm saying.
7
Yeah.
minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
So he comes down, and what is the angle? He's saying Vince made a deal with him monetarily, and now I own half the company. Stephanie, get out of here. She's brilliant. Vince, brilliant.
Yep. Agreed.
The whole promo, brilliant. Better than some of the workers.
Yep.
So
I think that Shane said some things that are a reflection of what's being said on the internet. He said, your ratings are down, you're this, that.
and that's when you wrote me and said, shit is about to change. That was the one text. You said, bro, over the next few months, shit is about to change. And that struck me as a very simple text that struck me because it resonated with me because that's what happened. In one episode, Vince said fuck on the air.
Yep.
He did.
Which was that I popped for.
Batshit crazy. They, it's USA with the 7-second delay, but in an era where people have smartphones,
right?
It's on the net. Vince said, "What did he say? I'm gonna fucking bury you or something like that." We're like, whoa. So I the next morning I go, "Yo, was that a glitch on USA, or did he curse?" And he was like, and I'm like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "I gotta find it." So he's like, I don't know.
Even his texts have that annoyed sound.
He was vexed. He was like charged up because he didn't know if both of our TVs shit the bed. I go, did my TV shit the bed or did Vince say fuck? And he's like, garga barga barga. And I'm like, fine.
Garga barga.
That's how it sounded.
It is. And I'm like, fine, man. And he's like, I said, hold on a second. And like he's yelling at me. That's all in caps and shit. So I go, all right.
Your call is very important to us.
And he sends me a gimmick of a do with the fucking smartphone.
Right.
And Vince says, I'm going to fucking get you or you're fucking blah, blah, blah. So Vince McMahon, head of this now PG family-friendly company.
Right. Dropping F-bombs.
Says fuck in the middle of 9 p.m. hour, 8 p.m. hour.
It was 8.
Prime time.
It was like
USA.
It was probably 8:20 by the time that happened.
Basic cable.
Basic and USA, right? You gotta watch that. I don't know what people watching anymore.
Yeah.
You say fuck, I'm popping.
Yeah.
After Shane, who hasn't been gone, Shane was around P when me and you used to watch.
Yeah.
He dipped and made like $7 trillion
in China or something.
Yeah, he was like, word, I'm living in China for 6 years.
He has some sort of company that is online movie watching, like a Netflix kind of thing, but it's like in China, so it's like a completely different.
He was
thing.
like, "Oh,
it's a little
Netflix doesn't exist in China. I'm going over there."
Yeah, it's a confusing deal, but apparently he
caked the fuck up, bro.
He didn't need to come back.
He didn't need to come back. So that's what we're hearing. Why did he come back? Because he's caked up. Now, what I heard is, and I didn't tell you this.
Okay.
I kayfabe this.
Yeah.
What I heard was, and you tell me you think it's bullshit or what you heard Meltzer said. Yeah. I heard he only came back as talent, not as a part of the company shoot. Meaning, and people were like, oh, well, that sucks because he'll just leave. And people were saying the opposite. What that means is he can still run his gimmick. He can still go over at Mania and cut a promo from his office and say, I'm running Raw. He don't need to be there every week. Like, remember when champions weren't there when we used to go?
Sure.
When we went to shows at the convention center, you didn't see the belt.
No.
When you watch boxing every week, you don't always see the champion.
Right.
When we were kids, You saw Ric Flair on TV with the belt in a suit barking, but you didn't see him wrestle every week. Right. Is this special? Now you got to make shit special. You know what I mean? And that's where people feel it lost its way. This isn't special. This isn't special. Am I going in the right direction here?
Yeah, they lost their way with that a while ago.
Right.
When somebody's on every week, I mean, I think that's what Bray's problem is. I think that's what a lot of these dudes who should be higher up than they are. The issue is it's overexposure.
Saturating
anybody
themselves. They're saturating the market.
Yeah, anybody who's overexposed, it doesn't matter how good they are, you get tired of seeing them. I'm afraid that's what's going to start to happen to the New Day pretty soon, because Vince doesn't know how to kind of pull back a little bit and say, like, okay, these guys are fucking huge. They're over. They're hit every time.
Now let me not put them on next week.
Yeah. Instead he says, oh, they got to be on 4 times.
4 times a night. Now I got to get them involved in every program.
Right.
How about these guys? You don't see them for 2 weeks. Then they come out, beat the dog shit out of someone, and hit the fucking the gimmick. What's that we love? What's that called? A trombone?
Trombone.
Yeah.
What's the trombone's name?
Francine 2. Because someone
Francesca
killed Francesca 2. Someone killed Francesca 1. Their whole gimmick is a horn, and someone beat up the horn. So now
a real instrument.
Yeah, it's a trombone.
He does a gimmick,
plays a trombone,
and someone's like, "Oh, this," and killed it. And he came back and was like, "Francesca 2. How about that?"
Do they call that?
For 2 weeks, they wore black bands for Francesca.
Oh my!
Do they call that the dusty trombone?
I'm not mad at that either.
He's on top of it.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. He's half and half tonight, but I'm not mad.
He's been waiting on that. How did trombone come in? And
because he's sitting on shit. He's sitting on shit. I'm not mad at that.
He's doing material.
Wow.
But all right, so where are we at? We're talking about Shane. We want to cover all this shit for the marks, the smarks, because then there's that whole other topic of this internet culture who thinks they know, that don't know, that you and I do know.
I think that somewhere along the line, shitting on everything has become being in the know. And
Agreed.
It doesn't work that way.
Agreed. And I'm going to apply this, not to wrestling, but I'm going to apply this to life, to sicko.
I knew you were going to say that.
Everything sucks. Nah, man, it doesn't. It doesn't, though.
How dare you?
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Man,
don't be mad at everything. And the irony is that it's coming from me.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad at most things, but
I mean, when we talking that, we're pretty mad, and then you're like, "That's all right." I'm like, "Well, you can cling to that."
Yeah, you gotta have something to cling to.
As Stoop calls it, Better Call Saul, Better Call Sal. Stoop doesn't listen to this podcast, so I'm pissed. He thinks it's called Better Call Sal. But with that said, everything ain't all that bad, man. When you know what I'm saying? When you see your daughter in the morning, she gives you a hug. That's all right.
Yeah, and I feel like
now if I woke up as sicko, I'd probably hate everything.
That's uncalled for.
Waking up next to that in that fucking bushy bush. Is there enough room on the bed for the two of you? I don't think so.
You leave my thicket alone.
So
It's like a thicket.
I think that I enjoy on a certain level criticizing certain things and talking with you and saying, if they did this, if they did that. There's a certain entertainment value in that.
But there's also the entertainment value of me and you doing it to each other. But if someone from the outside comes in and shoots on the biz, they're getting beat up.
It's annoying. Like
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, of course.
You know how if you argue with your girl, right?
Yeah.
You're arguing with her. It's serious. Someone comes in and calls her a bitch. Punched in the face.
Well, I'll put it in this perspective. Like, I'll take a shot at Sicko, but some fucking guy on the street takes a shot at Sicko. I'm gonna stomp his fucking head.
Absolutely, and that's what the biz.
I will allow the guy to stomp Sicko for like 5 minutes.
You will allow it to happen because you can't do shit. You couldn't prevent nothing. You couldn't prevent a forest fire.
Smokey says,
You're the only one who can.
don't be smoking in the fucking woods.
Yeah.
Don't do the gimmick in the gimmick while you're drinking the gimmick. Don't put the cigarette.
Stay informed.
Yeah.
No, say it.
I lost it. So, anyway. So, yeah, it's become like this cool thing to just shit on every fucking second of everything. And it's fucking annoying, man. It's fucking annoying. And why are you watching then? Why are you fucking watching? Because you want to prove how fucking smart and in the know you are and how fucking
And that's where the smart shit that's where we talk about that they don't even know at this point that Roman is a heel.
Right. It's the same thing as with Cena a year ago.
Cena a year ago was the biggest heel in the world.
Absolutely.
They're going, he sucks. We're booing him, and I'm going, this is the most genius shit of all time.
The difference is Cena was aware.
No, Cena's very aware.
Yeah.
And I speak from personal experience, as you know, that I know him.
Yeah.
Like, Cena, he was a friend of mine at one point.
He knows.
I haven't talked to him in a long time, but for a minute, that was my man. I was front row and shit.
Yeah.
But these dudes don't even know how to work. And they don't know. These are the dudes that talk about Punk being in UFC, not knowing that we're going back to the last episode. But what I'm saying is, you don't even know who's working you and who's not working you. Cena's laughing all the way to the bank.
You're goddamn right, and loves every second of it.
When he walks out and the whole place chants Cena sucks.
Yep.
He's doing an Irish jig.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
And they don't know that he's a fucking heel.
The difference between Cena and Roman is Roman, I feel like I said to you last night, he's kind of along for the ride. He's
No,
like,
I agree.
okay.
No, you said something to me specifically, and I argued with you.
Yeah.
And you came back with, he's along for the ride. And I said, OG, you're right. I tucked my chain. You sunned me. Because I argued with you. I was like, no. He's the shits.
Yeah.
I went into a long gimmick. Mm-hmm. And you were like, yo, fair enough. But he's along for the ride. And you know why you're right? Because of his bloodline.
Sure.
All Alpha and all them are like, listen, kid.
Yeah,
you're already bigger than we were.
Yeah, this is the business.
And you're 27, whatever he is, 26, 27. They were 48 doing the job. So they're like, look, kid.
You know, heads can shit on Roman all day, and I wouldn't say I was a fan. I mean, he's mediocre at best in the ring, and he's the shits on the fucking mic. But he comes from a fucking family where he knows the fucking business better than probably any of these kids who are on the fucking roster.
Well, that sort of comes down what it does when I say Roman's the shits, Roman's the shits, Roman's the shits. It's kind of like when someone shits on Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the best. Like, no, he is the best. But here's why I got to tell you, Marks, why Floyd isn't the best. But he is. But he is, but he's not. But he is, but he's not. And it goes back and forth. Roman, he can go a little bit in a ring. He's definitely athletic.
He's passable.
And he's athletic, and he played football, and you know the history of that, going back to Brody.
Right.
Eventually, he can be taught to work, whether it's stiff or whether, I mean, that Superman punch, he gets up.
Yeah.
So he's mobile for a big dude.
Agreed.
And he's got the look, and girls like him, and he's a handsome dude.
Yep.
And what I'm saying is, when you, in any arena that we're talking about that's a work, you keep pushing someone and people are telling you to do the opposite and to involve the three of y'all that might not know. You know when someone tells you that you should love this band. You should love this band. Mm-hmm. This is the band that's setting the tone for punk rock. This is the band that's setting the tone for R&B. This is the band that's setting the tone for da-da-da. And you're like, don't get it. Mm-hmm. And everyone is mad at you for not getting it. That's what this is, if that makes any sense.
It does. Makes complete sense.
They're basically like, I know you've been watching just to know what's all. You've seen the guy, right? Roman Reigns.
Yes.
With the long hair. Like, girls love him, good looking dude. Yo, like, I've heard that he's a great dude as a human being. Mm-hmm. He's the shits on the mic. But from what we know, Vince is like, I like big dudes, and that all goes back to some weird homoerotic shit. I'm not even exaggerating, and you can back me up on that.
Yeah.
But Pat Patterson,
yeah.
He likes big, strong-looking, like, hunk dudes, whether they're the best or not. That's why Hogan literally, you're a better wrestler than Hogan. Literally.
Like, he likes exaggerations of everything. That's
everything is a cartoon. It's a caricature. Did I say that right?
Yes.
I didn't Pablo that? A caricature.
No. He went
Look
through,
at this.
Fired, banned from the TV.
Banned from the TV.
Fuck you, sicko.
Yes. Gavin let
Because
it
of
happen
you, I
again.
had to see Wang.
He's got one job.
Banned.
I quit the job. I'm quit. I quit.
You don't quit.
I gave you a job and you quit it. So now what is your one job? Yeah.
Hanging out with you.
So, all right. So, are we going to get... so, we're talking about Roman. We can do all this all night. What about the Blade?
Okay.
Do y'all know what
Did you-
blading is? We're gonna talk
Yes.
to y'all, like the fans. Do you know what blading is?
Rollerblading?
He is on fire.
I don't know. I agree.
So
Should I do it or you do it?
there's wrestlers now rollerblading into the fucking
There
ring?
should be.
I
is
would
it-
pop for that. I'm into that.
Is it like shrimping?
No.
It's like trading Jakes. OG, tell Pablo and see if he's got something to say.
When they would bleed back in the day, they have razor blades, in the wrist and the trunk.
Remember how they would wear mad tape on their hands and
Yeah.
fingers
Tape
when
on
we
the
were little
finger,
kids?
They
They would snap a razor blade,
Stop.
tie it on there. Just you know how sharp a razor blade is.
Yeah.
A little tap,
Yeah.
leak.
So
So go ahead, OG. Let's talk about what did Vince say how many years ago with no blading? We need to discuss that part, and then
well, I mean, the
it was like
reality
what,
of
like
it is
10 years?
yeah, I'd say so.
You heard that? Sicko just looked
Yeah.
at it. It's supposed, guys, it's supposed to go. Scott Stallone is on his phone during this podcast.
I think that
Blading was basically what happened was because of hepatitis. Abdullah the Butcher was supposedly spreading Hep C through cutting, because that's how you get over the retards. A great wrestling match, some people won't know, it's like a technical boxing match.
I was just gonna say
when
that.
you dump on each other, every retard jumps up and down. So, there's blood.
Yep.
So am I right there?
yeah, it started to become unsafe for everybody, and there's risk of things that back in the day people weren't so hip to. So they did the ban on the blading thing, but in that let's say it's been 10 years. In that period, there is an occasion or two where somebody will get it hard way, which means that it happens by accident, or Vince will let it slide a little bit here and there, like with Taker and Brock in that. What was in that Hell in the Cell? I don't remember what
But you
pay-per-view
knew
it
that was gonna. It's
But
like
the thing is, like a dude like Brock who's making him a fucking fortune, and a dude like Taker, Vince ain't saying shit to them.
when Vince says don't do this and this, they're like, yeah. It's like when Jan tells us what to do on this, and we go, yeah, we got you. No, you guys got to make this an hour and a half. We got you. Let's do 6 hours tonight. That's what happens. Vince was like, yo, no color. Color means blood. They were like, bring out the blades.
So there's certain people who can do things and certain people who can't.
Just like
But
in
it-
life. Just
Yeah.
like who can.
And it doesn't, it doesn't happen very often. But anyway, the ending angle of Raw. Roman's in some match with some shit who I don't care about. Whatever.
No, it was bad. It was
It was horrible,
shit.
and I'm
awful booking. It was shit show.
As a matter of fact, at about 10 of 11, I said to Jackie, like, yo, I'm going to put Sal on. So get.
Sal.
I'm not even going to watch the end
Sal.
of this.
Sal, please.
So get your shit together so
Excuse
you
me.
can come watch it.
Sal.
Yeah. So I almost didn't watch the last 20 minutes of it. It was so bad.
And then you, the spoiler. I go, this match with blah, blah, blah is the shit. And he goes, just wait it out. I'm like, now you're ruined
I
it.
said, stick with it.
Stick with it. Now I'm going, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
I almost
What's going to
didn't
happen?
stick with it. I was afraid you were going to turn it off because it was so fucking bad.
I don't turn it off.
You never do?
No.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I didn't
Ruined
realize
it.
that.
Stick it out. So now I'm going, someone's going to shoot someone. Literally in my head.
That was all. that
In
would've
my
been awesome.
head, think of someone who's dead. I'm like, Lemmy's going to come out and do a Stone Cold Stunner. Stick it out means Stone Cold's coming out. Literally, I wanted to not text him, call him at 3 a.m. and go, that's what stick it out means.
So you didn't like the ending thing?
Not how you put it over.
I thought it was awesome.
No, it was awesome, but not stick it out awesome.
Oh, it was for me.
Hate you. I'm going, this is stick it out. So I go, all right.
So wait, what was
First of all,
the big
wait,
ending?
Wait. Hold on. First of all, you don't hate me. That's not true.
I didn't say that.
How dare you?
I didn't say I
Second
hate
of all,
you.
second of all, so Roman's doing whatever bullshit he's doing with whoever he's fucking doing it with. And Helmsley
the
comes
shits.
out-
The shits.
Yeah, like awful. Like I'm falling asleep. I got to put fucking Sal on because like I'm
Yeah, like you know that level where you're like, all right, the gimmicks, all right.
yeah, like I could be watching something good and I'm watching this.
I got a bunch of shit on my DVR.
yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yep.
Let's get it going.
Helmsley comes out and basically just stomps the shit out of Roman to the point that it was like, wow, smash his fuck face into the table.
Yo, he was beating the earth out this motherfucker. Yo, I was like, yo.
30 times he fucking smashed
his head into a gimmick where you're like, yeah, 3 can be fake, 30 can't.
Right. And
I'm like, yo,
you,
man, like, I don't know how many of this guy, like, yo, these is fake, but like, they're not. Then what happened?
Okay, so
well, wait. How are we gonna do this to people that don't know? Okay, so he's mashing him. He starts leaking, busted open,
and they're not pulling cameras away, which is what they've done in the last whatever.
If you start leaking, they move the camera away,
right?
They pull it back, or they start talking about some other shit like, hey, remember the time Mickey Mouse caught AIDS? And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy's bleeding.
Yeah. Misdirection.
Yes. They're not doing that.
They're focusing on it.
Like, yo, son shit is fucked.
So now we got Shane back. We got Vince saying fucking. We got this at the end. Like, this is where it's starting to turn. We have may or may not have said on the podcast before, but I feel like it's been in a transitional period for at least the last year.
Yeah, I'd say too.
And now I feel like it's finally fucking started to turn. And
where he's like, I got to appeal to us, not...
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Ask you turn in what way?
No, because Pablo was lured in at one point, and it was because I'm not speaking for you. He was a bit more adult. Like Stone Cold would wild out, hit somebody with a fucking 40. You would pop for that. Rocky would tell someone to go fuck themselves.
When you smell la 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 what the rock.
See what I'm saying?
It was good times.
They're trying to. They not trying. They need to. Yo, but son's leaking like. So should
okay. Well, okay. So a video comes out the next day.
But hold on.
Okay.
So again, we don't talk while it happens because he's on his gimmick and I'm on mine. I go, yo, son was fucking leaking. Like, yo, son's whole shit was busted open. He wilded out. Like, right? So I go, right? And he's like, there's a video. And I go, yeah, a video of what? And he's like, yo, Byron's the announcer, handed him a blade. So I go, stop the madness, would you? Stop the madness. Him, cranky. Gay. Give me 3 minutes. So I go, okay. I wait for cranky, and I see the little gimmick. You know the gimmick when you're writing you on the iPhone? You're going, I can't wait to see this gimmick.
3 dots.
3 dots. And it could either be a hell or your heaven. And it's a fucking click gimmick. And I click on it, and they're just telling me that he handed him a gimmick. I'm like, fuck him. Gavin's a liar. Scroll down. Video. Clear as fucking day.
Oh, word.
While Triple H is bashing his head on the gimmick, the bull in the suit, calling the match, leans over and is like, here's a bit of a...
Wow.
He takes it out of the wrapper.
He literally unwraps it, shaves his own beard. He puts a line on himself.
Hit a line on.
He puts a line on, pops Bick in the camera and then hands it to him. And he's like, how about this? And this fucking dimwit, if I can add, is so green, he doesn't know. Now, when you're an OG, you know where to hit it and where not to hit it. This dingbat clearly hits a vein. Am I right or am I wrong with that one?
Well, the controversy is that
whether it was not a gimmick or a
everybody
gimmick.
was saying the next day
That it was a pill.
Yeah. But if you watch the video, Byron hands him something, Reigns does his deal under the hair, and then Reigns puts whatever it is under the desk. If it was a capsule thing, he wouldn't have anything to put under the desk. So he takes it, does the deal, and then you see his hand go under the fucking desk. So it was absolutely a blade. I heard on Taz this week, Taz is like, look, I've been in the business fucking 400 years, and nobody has ever one time used fucking fake anything.
I'm going to tell you from, unfortunately, a real standpoint, because I had my shit busted open. Okay?
Yeah.
It kept bleeding. A pill doesn't do that. That's A.
Yeah.
B, I'm going to go further than that. Hunter stomped the shit out his nose, which wasn't the blade. If you rewatch it, dog, his nose is swelled up.
Yeah.
So when he stomped the dog shit out of him, he kept hitting that's the gimmick. Once you blade, you keep hitting the gimmick, and the blood comes out and it doesn't hurt. It's just a little gimmick. So he kept hitting it because Hunter's a consummate professional.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yep.
And that was the blood everywhere. It was all over his hands, and he sold that. I'm telling you, look at this motherfucker's nose. When he did the stomp out, he hard weighed him without knowing it.
Well,
his, when your nose swells?
Yeah.
Dog, go back and look. He was all fucked up. Like, son took a la-la, and now I got to respect him more.
I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm going to even further that. When the 6 referees came out to break it up, every one of them had gloves on. If they were doing,
Every single one of them had them gimmicks on their hands.
not one of them did not.
That has not happened for a capsule. The capsule hasn't happened unless it was a whack gimmick in a weird fucking territory where there was 18 people there, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't a capsule. He fucking nicked himself and he didn't know how to do it because he's green, and this is an old practice. This isn't taught to these dudes.
No, yeah.
Flair can nick himself tomorrow, and you'll be like, best bleeder ever.
Yeah.
Dusty, nick himself tomorrow. I know you don't put Flair over. What I'm saying is, a lot of these dudes, Funk, are some of our heroes. You know what I mean? Even Abby, who I don't like, who I think is a scumbag. These dudes know how to blade.
Sure.
He does not. He clearly.
Well, it's a lost art in the business. They don't have to do it anymore.
I'm not even exaggerating. I would know how to bleed if I had to, only because I've been busted in the head and I know where to bleed from. Not because I worked, and not because I'm a worker or a wrestler. My shit's been busted open because I'm a fighter. I was hit dizzy and my shit barely bled. And then the other night, I opened up something for my dog, hit my hand, and it looked like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
It's like, where do you hit? Where is a vein? Where is a gimmick? You know what I'm saying?
I forget what I was going to say.
If you forget, as my father used to say, if you forget what it was, it probably wasn't important.
Yeah.
So now we're getting into Mania. I also want to say, I don't care about the marks. I don't care about the smarks. I don't like Dean Ambrose. You want to turn him heel? That might work. He doesn't work as a face to me. Write me hate mail. If you do, you don't understand. His promos are corny. His in-ring work is very
It's the same
predictable.
shit. Yeah, it's the same shit every week.
What's that gimmick he does that you hate?
The fucking out of the rope fling back thing.
I'm not having it. The comparisons to people that I think were great, like Pillman or Sullivan.
Terry Funk. I keep hearing fucking people saying he's like Terry Funk. Get the fuck out of here.
Out of here, man.
No.
I like the kid's work as John Moxley. We both liked him when he first came up. Can he do work? I think he can.
I think he's in a weird spot.
So do I. But my issue is that people think he's ill, and if you think he's ill right now, you're on my mark.
It's that same fucking people who complain about everything.
Correct.
It's the same group.
So
of
where
fucking
me
people.
and Gavin, no sell on him. Get your shit together. Turn him heel. Make him be dark. He's not Terry Funk. The fuck out of here. He's not Sullivan. He's not Brian Pillman.
Nah.
Brian Pillman was shoot crazy. Get the fuck out of here. Take a walk.
I do like what they did with him on Monday with Brock. Like Brock beating the shit out of him. I'm into it.
Like I told you, he'd take bumps all day.
Yeah.
I'll watch Brock beat the monkey shit out of Dean Ambrose all day.
Yeah. Agreed. And I'm into
Take
the
bumps,
idea.
go ahead. All the dudes that you and I don't like, I'm like, I watch him bump all day.
Yeah.
I watch Dolph bump all day.
Yeah. Dolph's great.
He's
I
great.
just don't like him.
He's a D-bag.
Yeah.
I watch him bump.
Another one that those fucking heads are all about.
Yeah.
Dolph.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, man.
Nope.
Beat it. Who's the other guy? I don't dislike him. He just doesn't have any flavor. The kid from the UK he does 350. Yeah.
Neville.
I watch him bump all day too.
He's impressive, but I don't
Like,
care.
what are you doing, man? You're
Yeah.
trash on the stick.
Don't
Like,
care.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, well, we'll wrap up the biz. So
Well, I mean, all of a sudden, I'm into what's going to happen at Mania in one night. They turned the whole thing around for me, and I don't really.
I'm going to be in Las Vegas for WrestleMania. What do you think about that?
I think that I don't like that at
Neither
all.
do I.
What the fuck is that?
Someone did something that I don't care about. Booked me. Now I'm going to be Sunday, 3 hours earlier.
How's that going to work?
It's going to be 4 p.m. and I'm going to be sitting in a hotel room in Las Vegas.
Do you have a show that night?
No, I'm off.
Oh. Are you watching live?
How dare you?
So we can still text.
Yeah, how dare you? What do you think? I'm going to ruin that?
Yeah, come
Like
on,
you're
man.
testing me now.
That's fucked.
It's fun, but it'll be 7 here. You'll be finishing ravioli, and I'm like, just waking up.
All right.
That's the only difference.
All right.
You're finishing ravs.
Okay.
I'm like starting ravs
Okay.
with gimmicks. Like I'm stomping through the hotel. Like, where's WrestleMania?
How are you going to watch this?
Because if worst comes to worst, I'll bring my gimmick and pit the gimmick on.
Okay.
And sit in the room alone while everyone's all charged up to be in Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Fuck.
How dare you?
I don't like that.
I don't either. I don't like it one bit. I don't like that I'm going out there. It's dangerous. Me in Las Vegas.
Well, that's that.
It is that. All right. So, I just want to finish by saying we know everything about the biz and you don't. Now, with that said, I won the last Who's Worst gimmick. I will always win it. Gavin thinks he will beat me. Is that true? Do you think you said
Yeah.
you didn't? You said I will beat you.
Yeah.
What we wanted to say, tell me if I'm wrong, it is March. March Madness is the 64 bracket.
Yes.
So am I going through with telling the gimmick gang?
Yeah.
Attention, gimmick gang.
Yeah,
Gimmick
set it up.
gang, you know the 64 teams to get into the March Madness? We want to do that, but with douchebags. So we need 64 douchebags.
The worst people you could think.
Yeah, yeah. And would it be entertainment? Like, how would we describe this to them?
In pop culture?
Pop culture, entertainment, sports,
Anybody- yeah.
but like, don't get into like football and blah blah blah. Like combat sports, and it can be. I hate MMA, but it can be them because we'll pay attention if we have to. MMA, boxing, actors, musicians.
Musicians.
And Sicko.
Sicko will win every gimmick. Pablo, if I can interrupt, everything will come down to this guy and Sicko.
Sicko, right. So might as well just
Might as well just grant him.
Right.
That's why he has to be banned.
he's not yeah. He's
You're banned because
disqualified.
Sicko will beat
Yeah,
everybody.
he's disqualified.
So from what I remember, and mine was Dave Mustaine was
He's the reigning
reigning
world.
champion,
Do it
and you
once.
told me.
Just do it once.
Do what?
Do it
Oh,
once.
you know what he wants.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, me,
Stop.
me, I went to the me.
Stop.
Yo, he told him to do it and then told him to stop.
You're
Cole,
freaking
take
him out.
this. Would you put this in the trash?
It's the
I like that.
You like that?
A little bit.
I got hands.
So what you're telling me all this week,
yeah.
you're hyped up, you're charged up. I got you by the balls. And I'm
Well-
going, you don't got no one by the balls. No one's better than Mustaine. And you go, oh, I don't have one. I got two.
I got two.
So how are we going to do this? Do you tell me the one and we all judge whether that's better? Because I got two.
I'm gonna challenge your champion, who is Mustaine.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. That should be the way this works.
And the question goes to the room.
Of course.
Who's worse?
Ah.
Dave Mustaine or Kid Rock?
Fuck.
Because
Now we've got a ball game.
there's not many people who I hate more than that fuck Kid Rock.
That is
Yeah.
dredging.
All
the
right, now
lowest
is this where we do our best to defend each, not both?
Well, we
Not
gotta
one.
see who wins in that first.
But what I'm saying is, how do I word this? Like, all right, I say Mustaine, and then you argue by being like, yo, he's the worst guy ever, but he wrote some of the first Metallica. I'm not saying you like Metallica.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you know that Kid Rock was an MC first
Yeah.
from Detroit and put out a record on Jive with Too Short? Does that count? Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, are we using everything we got to defend these people?
If you want.
Yeah, it's all on the table.
I
think.
remember at Pablo's house.
Are you?
when
Wait a
he
second. Does
lived
this
with
mean
Q.
you're defending Kid Rock?
No. I'm asking, are we using any semblance of...
Wait, it looks like Jeff's doing it at face value.
All I know is we were at Pablo's house before he was married, before he had seeds, and Q played the whole Kid Rock album one night. We were sitting there drinking, and I almost asked Pablo to shoot me in the face. Now, here's where I say I can one-up you.
Well, wait. We have to decide if Kid Rock beats Mustaine.
I don't have a problem with Kid Rock.
Explain that.
Yeah, now you
words.
now
Florida Georgia line.
No. Real rap, you do got to explain that. Not.
I mean, you started off. He's got a history where he was official. Then he did whatever he did.
Wait! No, you can't just glance over that part.
Are we calling him official?
Official is a little liberal.
He was married to Pamela Lee. That's proper.
No, it's not.
What?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
That's a strike against in my book.
Yeah, agree.
I don't even know what that means.
I agree.
I know I'm not being a creep. Like, why is that ill?
He employed a little person. That was pretty generous of him.
Okay, I'm not mad that he had a midget.
All right. Okay.
All right.
If you got a
Midget
midget,
gets points.
He was on The Simpsons.
so was Aerosmith. So was.
Well, they're not in the verses.
So you're
He's the
putting them
worst
all.
fucking
Mustaine's in
dude
the verse.
ever.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He ain't beat Mustaine.
Yeah, in my world he does. So it's up to... well, wait, what is your opinion on that? Who's worse?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Like, everybody
is.
gets a vote. So Pablo's saying fucking Mustaine.
All right, what I'm saying
Kid Rock.
is
What I'm saying is, they have, to me, in my brain, and this answer isn't what you want to hear, equal credibility that they both. He had the one record where he was straight up an MC, and then Mustaine wrote a lot of the shit on Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, I know you want to shoot now. My guy defeats you, and both of them. You got another one, right? In the
Oh,
pocket.
I got another one.
Yeah, my guy defeats them both.
Okay.
You got to go to Stallone.
Yeah,
You got to put a vote in, though. There's 5 people.
I didn't vote yet.
Mustaine.
Okay.
You're saying
we
he's
got
worse?
two.
Yes.
We got 2 Mustaines, 1 Kid Rock.
Because now I'm going to take it. Mustaine has too many stories of being tough, getting his fucking face punched, the fucking ODing on being a Christian, the ODing right wing, hate everybody shit now. He's ODing like in every way possible. Even though I heard Kid Rock flies like a fucking Confederate flag.
yeah, big time.
Well, so does
Kid Rock. I mean, politically speaking, they're both equal douchebags because I think they both fly that bullshit.
The bottom line is, who's a bigger jerk off? It doesn't. It like all
Dave
this other
Mustaine.
stuff.
Here's the distinction that I can make.
Dave Mustaine.
Okay.
Kid Rock is playing the heel. That's his gimmick. He's playing.
I
the
disagree.
heel.
I don't think
I
he is.
disagree. He's not smart enough. I disagree.
I don't know,
I think he
man.
thinks
I
he's the
disagree.
best
Now
thing
you're
since
giving him
Stevie
credit.
Hayes with
Now I
Poppins.
got to go with Kid.
I think
I
think he's
I
just
take it
going
back.
like, you know what?
So you were Kid Rock?
After what he just said, I'm a Kid Rock.
I'm going Kid Rock.
I think he believes in what he's doing.
There it is.
But I'm saying I think he also knows that there's a fucking healthy amount of irony.
I don't think.
No, I
he-
take everything back that I
I think
said.
anything as subtle as irony is
If now that
very
Scott
lofty.
Stallone
Hank?
just said that, I go up. He's a dumb,
Yeah.
fucking.
He's a hillbilly.
redneck. He had a seed with a black girl and uses that every time someone
Yeah.
calls him a
Yeah.
racist. He's like, my son's half black,
which is more vile.
which is
than
more
being
vile than
racist.
being a racist.
Yeah.
a half white black kid is more vile? Is that what you're saying?
No, using that
his-
as your validation to
yeah,
prove
that's his
that you're not
card. That's his-
racist.
Yeah, he pulls that
Paul
card.
just fell off.
Fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
He was doing so well.
He was.
just
That's
fell
all
off.
right.
So I didn't vote.
I don't tolerate that shit.
No, you voted.
That's why.
No.
Yes, you did.
No. I was you look, we've got 2 major
It
douchebags.
doesn't
I'm
matter.
weighing
Kid Rock
douchebaggery.
won. But you can vote. Feel free. But Kid Rock won because we there's 3, and even if you vote for Mustaine, it's 3-2.
Oh.
But you can vote. I'd like to hear your opinion anyway.
Mustaine.
I was gonna go Mustaine.
Okay, well you guys lost, so fuck yous.
All right. and
Kid Rock.
That's only because of my swing, because of what he said, and
True.
this doesn't. When we do the bracket, March Madness, it might change.
True. Absolutely.
So I'm just. This is just tonight.
Yeah.
Because my disdain for Mustaine is insane.
Well done,
There we
sir.
go. You should rap.
I'm with you.
Now, I'll take him out with a fucking quickness.
Go ahead.
Dewey.
He is right now the reigning champion of douchebag.
Yeah, no more.
Dewey.
No more. Blah 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 blah.
Who's
Throw it
worse?
out there, and we just say who's a bigger dickhead. That's it.
Who's worse?
Singer of Creed.
Scott Stapp.
I win. Thank you. Next segment.
You know what? I can't remember what that guy sounds like when he sings.
I heard the news today.
Every chance I get.
Around my way.
Love it.
Thank you. Just tuck your chain. I win.
All right.
That's a good one.
What did he do? Like punch a kid or something?
He's just
No,
him.
He has to do
Did he,
that.
did he just say something? Didn't he?
All right, let's say he didn't punch a kid. He's
Did he say something weird? Like
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago?
didn't
or
he
something?
say something weird?
In
His
the
life.
news?
He's that guy that said something weird.
His life
Isn't he a
was saying.
fucking Christian cuckoo who goes off the wagon every 2 weeks?
Yes.
All right. So Creed guy's the new champion.
Yeah.
But I'll throw this out.
I don't know. I was voting Kid
Wait,
Rock
wait,
on
wait.
one, the Creed John.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Lies. You think Kid Rock is more of a dildo than the guy from Creed? The hairdo
Slightly.
with Oz wide open, all of that.
Yeah, nah,
Now
Kid
you're
Rock.
lying.
Kid Rock.
Doesn't matter. He's outvoted. That's one. That's
Yeah.
4-1.
All right.
Am I shooting out another one, or are we leaving it, letting it sit for now?
I see we let it sit. Simmer.
The only thing is, mine, like I told you, was rare. So I got to tuck my chain. So we should let it sit.
Okay.
I'm going to
I'll
show
save
you
t-
who's more of a dildo, but the fans won't know.
Then the reigning champion of Guy from Creed.
Right.
Okay.
Guy
But
from
I'm going to
Creed.
dead this because it's rare. It's, I said,
So you're not going to use it.
No.
You're just using it with me. Yeah.
is he would win the whole, just admit he would win the whole shit if everyone knew him. Stop it.
I feel pretty confident about the one I have.
In the tuck.
Yeah.
All right. Right now, who's the champion?
Creed
Guy
guy.
from
Scott State.
Stape?
Stape.
Is that his name?
I just love allowing him
Give
to
him the rope.
butcher everything. Stop looking.
I gotta see what's next.
No, man.
I'm looking at the set list. The set list is for us. What are you talking about?
I just heard.
That's my favorite part of the show.
So that now Gimmick Gang, he's the biggest douche ever. We need a 64 bracket.
Yeah, somebody get on that and make a.
We need the
Pick
bracket of 64.
guys.
We need a no, they can't
madness?
come up. I think we need to come up with 64. They need to print an empty bracket of 64, and we're gonna fill it in. They can help.
Heavy. Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
on,
follow.
on air, we're gonna go dun dun
Okay,
dun, dun,
okay,
dun, dun,
okay.
and then trim it down, trim the fat, and it'll probably, like Pablo said.
So
big-
what do we? Can't we just get a blank thing on Google? Don't they
Yes.
got a thing? So
Yeah.
what do we need them for?
Well, the thing
I
is
can't
this.
do that.
You got to put
can you do that?
you got to
Sicko
put the
candy
right
is free
people
time.
against the right people because
Exactly,
Mustaine will knock out
exactly.
like Bon. I want to say
Exactly.
So that's
Okay,
a bad.
That's where it becomes a gimmick where Sicko's got to put in work.
right.
Sicko knows you can't put someone too easy with this
Right.
fucking jerk job. Oh, you don't like Kanye, but it's put against fucking
Yeah.
a blowjob from fucking Arizona. Nah, that ain't equaled up. Like, that's got to come down to the last two.
They've
It's
got to
like-
be equal on their level.
What are
of
we asking people to?
jerk-offedness.
What are we asking people to do?
Nothing.
Exactly?
Nothing.
Okay then.
Print us up some
We're
gimmicks.
asking people to
handling
go to
this.
the iTunes and give us good reviews and subscribe.
Here's what I want. I want someone to find a printout of the 64 bracket and send it to Sicko.
He'll find it. He'll do it.
He's useless as tits on
Nah,
the
he's
ball.
good with this stuff. He
Oh,
find.
you want to bet?
It. No.
Gimmick
Thank you.
madness.
All right, so
Gimmick madness. I like
along
that.
with, so last night when we were texting about this other shit,
I'm already
as
laughing.
I'm falling asleep,
yeah,
like
I'm sorry.
I'm 75% out, and I hear blah 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 blah, and I'm like,
Oh,
what the
you
fuck?
your John makes a sound?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I'm
Well,
sorry.
No, it's fine. But
Now I'm already apologizing. I thought it was the buzz gimmick.
I can't do the buzz gimmick because I miss shit. So
Oh, now I'll never write you again.
stop it. Once I'm asleep, it doesn't wake me up.
Blah, I just heard.
If I'm at 75% out, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
No, but okay.
Vinny then proceeds to send me. Vinny gets a lot. Okay, for people who don't know, Vinny gets a lot of messages from people.
Yeah, I mean, the word people, I don't know that they're all human.
That's being kind.
I don't know. Is there 7.5 billion? Are they all human? Or there's like some creatures, mutants?
I've had some interaction with some of the people who are really into Vinny's stuff, and I'd say 95% of them are super cool, super fucking nice people, super good kids, whatever. But there's a 5% that,
Oh my!
for whatever reason, feels the need to continue to write emails to Vinny
Yeah.
through the gimmicks, the Instagram, the Twitter, the whatnot, that are completely fucking insane. So every once in a while, Vinny will send me screenshots of these fucking emails, and
I go, yo, am I an asshole,
Right, is
or
it
is
me?
this weird?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
we're both clear-headed. We're both awake. Like, he just watched Better Call Sal. I just watched Better Call Sal. I go, yo, OG, is this weird? Am I loked out? Like, because I'll send him yo, a lot of people said some really beautiful shit to me. Like, yo, you helped me get off drugs. And that's
Sure.
like, to me, that's a really deep thing.
Absolutely.
I don't care if anybody in the room thinks it's a deep thing. I do. You helped me get off drugs? Wow. Because that makes me think of all the people that helped me get through my life.
Certainly.
So I sent him shit and go, yo, am I loked out? Or is this retarded? Or should this person not be speaking English?
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
dying to hear this.
A lot of times, I gotta imagine it's a language
But
barrier.
what I'm saying is, I respect the
Barrier.
language barrier, but there's mad people you could go to. Yo, in 2016, it's a gimmick on Google. Like,
I know.
how are you?
I know.
It's a combination of some people aren't speaking English, and they're insane, and they're
So it's a
Whatever.
hodgepodge of
madness.
languages and sickness, is what you're saying.
and just bad educational systems.
So Vinny sent me these last night, and I said, "You're gonna read these on the show. We need to."
No, he goes, yo, this is a gimmick. And I was like, oh, fuck.
You could also chalk it up to the unfortunate possibility of being able to reach fucking anybody at any time through.
well, yeah.
No,
this is
absolutely.
what
But
I was saying, like
but
this-
Gavin was like, but this, you send me shit not thinking. We do a podcast. Why are you sending these? This could be a little gimmick.
We're
Why
not
are you wasting it?
realizing
Why are
that-
you let everyone pop?
It's why none of us talk during the week. Like, we can't.
right.
You know.
Communication.
So
is-
this-
Save it for the show.
Yeah.
All right, so should I got 3 in the tuck.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to read these. Now, when I say this, okay, I want this to be understood more specifically by y'all in the room. At home, you're going to think I don't know how to read or whatever. This is exact wording and spelling, okay?
All right. Hit
Are
it.
y'all ready?
Do it.
High body.
To which last night I replied, "Now every gimmick of yours has to be the body."
Now I'm the body. And I wrote back Pazzy the body, and he just wrote back Pop.
Yeah.
So, if I can interject, I think he's trying to say hi, buddy.
I would
Yeah,
think
of
so.
Yes, safe bet.
You said, of course. I don't know, of course. I don't know where this guy's from. High body.
Body.
You know I want to talk with you about music. Would you? I don't know what that means, my man, if you're out there. Hi, body. You know I want to talk with you about music. Would you? If y'all can tell me what he's asking me for.
Don't. Maybe he's just trying to say, don't you.
Maybe he's writing Jesse Ventura.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Vinny, who are artists you listen to?
Okay, I can understand that.
No, I didn't say you didn't understand it, but if this guy wants me to type out everyone I'm listening
Of
to,
course, he wants a full list.
okay, to me, that's insane.
That's absolutely insane.
I'm not writing people that I listen to and asking them who they listen to.
And not even a "Hey, man, how are you?"
No, he's
That's
right
the
into
other-
it.
They just jump right
This
into
guy
the
leaped
shit.
right in. Vinny,
buddy.
the who and the artist are capitalized, by the way.
Nice.
Don't know what that. Why the artist would be capitalized? Vinny, who are artists you listen to? I'm just gonna write back some weird shit. This guy is the best guy of all time.
Yes.
This doesn't make me laugh. This makes me angry.
Oh boy.
This angers me. This is why music is where it's at, and I'm not just talking rap.
Mm-hmm.
This is why the current state of music is where it's at. I'm not saying the guy's name. I'm going to read this shit. If your mind isn't blown, then you're one of these people.
Wow.
So whoever's listening,
I have a feeling I know what the
if
fuck
your
this
mind
is
isn't blown, it's because you're one of these
I
people.
can't even imagine where this
And
is going.
don't fucking write me and saying he just needs some help. This is fucked.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm a big fan of your music. First line, I'm with this kid. Yo, that's awesome. Thank you.
Very cool.
I'm striving, spelled wrong. I'm striving to make it in the music industry as well. So already he thinks he's where I'm at.
Right.
And I was just wondering if you would give me any help on how to get followers.
Wow.
Fucking no idea. Yo, this dude's mind is so fucking small. Not fans. He doesn't even know the word fans.
Right.
He's using the word followers.
He's got to be of the generation.
So, hey man, I'm a big fan of your music. I'm striving to make it in the music industry as well. And I was just wondering if you would give me any help on how to get followers. Here's some help. Go fuck your mother.
Jesus.
Kill yourself and jump off a fucking bridge.
Wow.
Sound advice.
People will know you.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And that's Vinny's corner.
Don't email Vinny at.
Exactly.
All right, let me say this on air. Are y'all upset with that answer? Like, yo, we should edit that out?
No.
Be honest. Be honest.
No, I don't think so.
No, because I
It's
don't
harmless.
know anybody who is more accommodating to people who are into your
Yeah.
stuff than you are.
Yeah.
I really don't. I honestly don't. And that comes from from your punk rock thing.
No, because you saw how angry I just was about that. But you know that I always give my time to kids.
Absolutely.
You've been with me in everywhere. Like, y'all.
that wasn't a fan though.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Right, exactly.
Take a fucking walk. Follow. You're using the word followers? You
Yeah.
ain't punk rock, bitch.
It's on a professional level, meaning your professionalism. That's absolutely insulting to come at you like your peers.
And I didn't even write him back. I should have been like, yo, what are you talking about, B? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
But yo, B, whoever the fuck you are, suck my dick.
Take it away, Scott.
What the fuck was that, man?
I don't know. It's a musical interlude.
You're fired.
So there's Carl.
Carl Pilkington. So, I've had a little problem with the last few Pablo Cheapo gimmicks. That's my personal issue. I want him to take it back to the essence. So, Pablo, how have you been, buddy?
Cold chilling.
Cole Lampin.
Cole
That's right.
Lampin.
the
So,
Louis boy.
how's everything at the house?
Oh, everything's lovely.
Everything,
It's great.
the babies is good, all
Baby's
of that.
good, great. Valentine's Day was good.
What was good?
Valentine's Day.
What's that?
What time is it?
It's the Valentine's Day gimmick. My man OG Gavin hooked me up too.
How did he do
How did I
that?
do that?
Because we had our little back and forth last two episodes. Worked out in my favor.
Oh no!
How
What
so?
do we even?
Don't ask.
Got taken care of Thanksgiving. 3 nuts for Thanksgiving. Thanks to the OG Gavin.
First off, Thanksgiving.
It was Thanksgiving in my house, let me tell you.
I mean, it's just, it's really gotten to the point where I don't.
just say?
I don't know, man. I'm really at the point where I don't know why we're friends with him. I don't know why he just said Thanksgiving. That's November.
I don't understand one thing he
Neither
just
do
said.
I. Can you
slow down?
just take that back? And
Relax.
can I ask you a question? I'm not being smart. Thanksgiving, you know that was November.
I'm saying I let the turkey out on Valentine's Day.
I'm not. On what?
Valentine's Day.
And that. So you got busy because of the OG,
The OG, we were going back and forth, right?
right?
So wifey knew we were arguing about her, and women like it when you argue about them. So I think that got her all revved up.
Wow. Women like it when you argue about them.
That's a little.
Somebody
that's a little
write
trick.
that
that's
down.
a little quick tip for y'all. Women like when there's controversy. They like
Pablo's
drama.
love tips.
We weren't arguing over her.
It doesn't matter. They don't know that.
No, I know. I'm actually understanding. He's saying,
Wow.
what you were saying caused.
They like drama. They
Conflict.
like controversy. They like to be in the middle of it.
What you're trying to say is conflict, not controversy.
He Vietnamesely denies
He's
any allegations.
He Vietnamesely denies the conflict.
The OG, once again, my man.
You
Hooked it up.
he's putting you over, and you don't even know why.
You're welcome.
Take it. Take it.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
still don't know what he's talking about.
It's literally the
He
most
got laid on
retarded shit I ever heard in my
Valentine's
life.
Day.
It's all fine in my house, is what we're saying.
All right, so
Thanks to the
well, we
gathering.
got to take it. We got to take it to
Pablo's Cheapo Tip of the Week.
P. Jiggy. You're world renowned now. This is in London town. A lot of mercy. Overseas, you're known everywhere now.
We span
baby.
the equator. We do everything.
We span the equator. That doesn't even make any
Yeah, the
sense.
equator
That doesn't make any sense.
is a very it's a
It's an
lot.
invisible line. I just found out it was
But
invisible.
There's
Lot
no
of
span. There's no
I'm gonna have
span.
to change shit by saying "lot of mercy." Palomino.
Oh my
We
goodness.
span. He said we span the equator. We span the globe, Papa. There's kids in London town.
We heard that part.
Here we go.
See, now he's gotta get slapped up.
Here it
I
is.
mean,
Do I have to get up or should I shoot him? Here's the problem. You know how we threaten to get up and beat him up?
yeah.
We always forget we have weapons.
And then we actually have to get up.
I don't have to do shit to pull the gun out and shoot him.
Right, it's like a remote.
I mean,
If I shoot him dead on air,
At this
we'll just be
point-
like, yo, man, like, it's a work. He died when he left.
What did the poll say, sicko?
It was like 63% Vinny.
Vinny alone?
Yeah.
Axe alone?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in the show, I ain't stopping it.
I don't think
If it's,
anybody is.
if it's 11:15, I might be like, Vin, maybe that's not a good idea.
Yeah, but now you're like,
now
things
I'm
got to
like,
move
fuck,
on.
Shit's
All right.
got to happen.
Filipino?
Filomena.
Philomena.
No, they're not Filipino. It was like Filipino.
Philomena. Isn't that Stu Barnes' secretary?
Yeah.
Philomena is the name of Philip Lynett's mom.
Oh, heavy.
Lord of mercy. So you got something for
I
everybody,
got a little
man?
something small today for the fans, for a little cheapo tip of the week. This one I like to call.
You got something
I like what you
small,
need.
right?
Happened again. Happened again.
Fired.
Sicko. Say I'm fired again.
Jesus Christ, he's got it out for you, man.
Pablo,
Bullshit.
but I gave him a job.
One job.
He says he doesn't want to do it.
One
Then
job.
it's your job.
He's the engineer. Give it to Scott.
I'm the audio engineer.
go.
Sorry.
Correct.
That's the video side.
Correct.
Yeah.
Agreed. Go ahead.
One job.
This one I like to call
Keep it up, Sicko.
Same Cup Saturday.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Now,
Same
can I
Cup
ask you real
Saturday.
quick? Do I know this?
No, that's brand new. This is 2016.
Let me sit back.
I've been working on it.
Let me sit. Hold on. I'm
baby.
just sitting back, bro. I'm just sitting back. I'm gonna let you live.
We had this in the test lab all in 2015. It's ready for production now,
Cheapo
so I'm able
Industries.
to tell to people.
Nobody got sick.
No one got, there's a couple casualties, but
They were given the placebos.
Yeah,
though,
exactly.
So it doesn't really.
you know what I'm
count.
saying.
All right, where you going?
Those people were fine. This one, okay. In the morning, so this is Saturday, same cup Saturday and same cup Sunday, depending on your preference.
Okay, we gonna let you breathe.
So Saturday you got the day off, right?
Right.
You wake up, make a pot of coffee.
Okay.
I have these like porcelain coffee cups,
All right.
so you can get like 2 cups of coffee in these porcelain gimmicks.
Nice.
So I
Okay.
make my cup of coffee. I do my John where I mix it all up. Got my coffee. Oh, it's great. Sit on a computer, fuck around.
That's great.
Fuck around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Wake up.
Yeah. Listen to BSB.
Drink the coffee. Always listen to the BSB. And then I'm done, and I can't drink any more coffee because then I'm too fucking wired.
Yeah, you get all charged
that's
up and you
all-
gotta poop.
That's all I can do for the day.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it makes you keeps you regular. So you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So then when I'm with something else after the coffee, but I'm still thirsty, I'll do orange juice.
Oh no, this is going.
But
I already know it's getting weird, and I don't know how. All right.
Right. So a normal person, I got enough to admit that a normal person will get a juice glass, not Pablo Cheapo. When I'm done the coffee,
no, not in the coffee.
you dump out whatever little remnants are in the bottom, and then a little bit of water. You rinse it. You go jingle. You jingle that sucker.
Do that again.
Jig.
Why not more than a little bit of water?
Because then you're wasting water.
Okay.
There you go. See, you're asking the questions.
Right. The whole key of life is not to fucking.
The idea of life.
Hold on.
I want the key of life.
Hold on. Before you continue with the gimmick,
Yes.
you were about to say the whole key to life is
to get rid of our dependency on foreign water.
foreign water.
Yes.
What are you talking about, man? We have no dependency on foreign
First, we
water.
got to get rid of our dependency on foreign oil and foreign water.
We have no dependency on foreign water.
Where does your water come from?
Jersey.
Where did that come from?
From Jersey.
You don't know. That's Chinese water.
You don't know.
That's Chinese water right there.
Upstate.
Dasani. That ain't English. That's Chinese.
This shit's
God.
shit's off the rails.
Go
Can
ahead.
you finish what you're
He's out
doing?
of
Go ahead.
pocket.
I don't know where this is fucking from. Who cares?
So you do a little bit of water, and then that's when the orange juice goes in that, right?
Okay.
That
Did
gets
you
you-
know that Evian spelled backwards is really naive? Go on.
Sicko. Did
man.
I tell you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, if there was a failure button, you just did it.
There was a feeling point in your life. It would have a picture of you
Go
on it.
on, shut up.
I'm popping now. He's worked up.
So fucking so then you drink the orange juice, and then by the time it's lunchtime,
Wait,
again,
how, man? You're just skipping hours. All right.
the coffee's like 8 to 10, orange juice from like 10 to 11.
All right.
Then it gets you to lunchtime, a little bit of water, and then you're just drinking that for the whole rest of the day. That's one cup you got to wash, put it in the dishwasher. That's what I'm talking about, man. One cup for the whole day. What's with this coffee mug, a juice glass, water? What are you going to get, soda? That's fucking four things I got to wash.
First, though, it's fucking vile. To anyone that drinks coffee knows that it stains the cup. I don't care if you love. All of you guys love it. I don't love it, so don't get mad at me. But you know that the cup tastes like coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not after the orange juice. The citrus in the orange juice gets rid of the coffee. And then
This
by that
is
time,
just stupid. How's this cheap?
because you gotta wash 4 fucking glasses in one day. That's bullshit. Times that by 5 people in my house. 5 times 3 is 15. That's 15 glasses in
Does
one day.
everybody in your house participate in the same?
My 4-year-old drinks coffee. Yes.
I'm with Gavin about the it's fucking retarded, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, well.
I don't know that it's cheap, but it's fucking grotesque.
I got a dishwasher. Who fucking cares?
And you're running it twice as much than you need to.
That's
No,
19
I'm not.
cents.
Yeah.
That's 19
I don't know
cents.
if that is or not.
How much? What's the maximum you think it is to clean that? The cup that you won't wash. What's the maximum you think it is to wash?
It's also the pressure of having all these fucking glasses that you now have to put in the dishwasher and that you don't have in the cabinet. It's just too much.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't had a dishwasher my entire adult life.
Shocker.
I don't see how you're complaining about taking a fucking cup and putting it in a dishwasher.
I'm going to tell you that I have a dishwasher and don't use it. But either way, everything I drink is cleaned and changed because it's vile.
I mean,
This is into your crazy. This
Yeah.
one. I
Perhaps.
ain't got your back on this.
Perhaps.
One. Yeah.
do you not worry about germs? Do you clean them with soap and water? In between?
No, because then you taste the soap.
I'll use the same.
Well,
I
germs.
use-
It's my cup. I'm only giving
You don't
myself.
taste the bacteria, though,
What from what?
from using a cup all day long and not washing it.
Wait. You only
do,
use
you-
water.
It's a little bit of jujujju.
He rinses a cup with
Yeah,
a little.
it's a rinse.
With 6 drops of water.
And no cleansing gimmick.
No.
Not for the day. You're not going to get germs.
Dog,
in the day.
it all mixes and it all tastes. You're fucking vile, man.
This.
I don't know that it's fucking. This is again. It's the like Gavin said. It's more of a sickness than cheap.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm
What
not
is that?
vouching by any means, but I will say this.
Uh
When I wake up, before I have my 7 cups of coffee,
oh.
I have to have a couple glasses of water. Just because it's been a long night. I probably ate something stupid late.
All right, what does that have to do with this?
Well, I have to drink the water because I'm thirsty.
And then you put the
coffee's not
coffee
going to
in
quench my
there.
thirst. But after water, you can do coffee after water. You
Nobody's
can't do
mad at
orange
that.
juice
He's talking about
after
orange
coffee.
juice, man.
I'm saying.
See, someone always rides for me. Thank you.
I'm not exactly riding. I'm saying the order is
no,
suspect.
No.
You know what I do?
No, that's
Fuck all that. Every time I go to refill a cup of coffee, I get a new mug.
Whoa.
What an asshole.
That one had
some
too much
jerk-off
coffee
shit.
in it.
Yeah.
My-
Do you request a new mug at the diner?
No, I use the same mug.
I do more for my dog than he does for himself. I clean the gimmick every time, clean it for Edgar, give him cold
Absolutely.
water. Next time he looks like he needs a little drink, he give me a little look. He's giving me a
Right, because
What's the word?
the dog dish as well as the coffee cup sitting around all day is going to collect the bacteria, become disgusting.
Now, again, this is the third time I'm going to say it. I respect it as Pablo's cheapo tip of the week, but like Gavin said, this is more of a mental illness.
It's a mental illness.
Than cheap.
He's hiding under the guise of, I'm
Guys.
saving money on water.
Yeah, I don't know what he thinks he's saving. He's just mentally ill. And
It's all-
didn't
You're
Didn't
missing
I
the point. It's all about efficiency too. These
But didn't I
underlining
request
things.
last show that we change it to Pablo, cheapo, and mentally ill? Didn't I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're
New
going to
jingle.
have Miss Beth, maybe
Yeah.
Reese. Pablo is cheap and he's mentally ill.
Absolutely.
Should be the new gimmick because now he's getting into
It's
dark.
just turning into
She'll be
wacky
happy to do
shit.
it.
he does.
But just dark territories. Very dark. Well, ladies
don't
and
know
gentlemen,
if
I
this
don't know
is-
how you take it.
You don't know where this is. You don't like where this is going.
I
But
don't
this
know if
has
is
been-
dark. It's just fucking wacko.
Now, you know what? The tip part is by hearing all this fucked up shit, you learn not to go down the path that he goes down. He's not
Well,
saving
since you
your
both
money.
talked over it, let's get it one more time.
Pablo's cheapo tip of the week.
He's crazy. No, I'm telling you, Beth's gonna redo it. Pablo's cheap and he's mentally ill. Or we can just loop that.
Hey, man. She'd be happy to say. I mean, she's heard this podcast.
Podcast.
please
That's right.
don't.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Mr. 10,000.
It's rubbing off.
Mr. 10,000.
I'm too close to this guy.
10KP.
He's lost his mind, man.
Yeah, I know.
Did you guys know we have a new Twitter page that sprang up kind of in celebration of our show here?
It depends on what you tell me. If
We,
only the Gavin tells me things.
Well, we know that we bestowed upon our following the name, the Gimmick Gang. So someone out there has taken it upon themselves to create a Twitter handle, the Gimmick Gang.
Really?
And they're
Very
just
nice.
starting to churn out all the memes.
Fucking.
And
Can I make a request for that?
Sicko,
Sure.
you're
No,
my
you're supposed
friend.
to do it in an English accent.
I'm gonna. Sicko,
Wow, he just shut me the fuck down.
because that just fucking annoyed me. Like,
Him or me?
Yeah, no, him.
I want to
what
assault
did I
him.
do?
The fucking
We
meanie
don't
thing
like you,
is-
man. Like real rap, we don't like you.
You like me. Shut up. How dare you? I'm very
Oh,
likable.
that popped me. Forget it. Fucking go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to make a request to the fans.
Please do.
We need to start another one up called Gimmick Girls
Amen.
for just the ladies that are fans of ours.
The ladies. The
I'm
ladies.
curious how, like, if there's girls listen to this bullshit.
Well, actually,
And if
no,
they wanna
I
post
don't mean
pictures of
that in like
themselves,
a
that's
goofy
cool,
way.
too.
I don't even mean that in
Right?
a goofy way. Like, is it even listenable to a girl? And
Well, we've got one person that's really been supporting us. She keeps showing up all over our Facebook and you know, liking our stuff and promoting our stuff. Her name is Mina Kelsey. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but it's another name that I noticed, another female that's following the show that's really into it. She wrote something really cool like I love listening to your show. It gets me through the day.
what's her name again?
Mina, M-I-N-A.
Mina, what up, kid? Thank you for listening.
She's mad cool.
Is that
So-
her Twitter handle? Or is that her?
I don't know. I don't see her on the Twitter. I just
Stop
saw her
the
on the
madness.
Facebook.
Eh.
So, but yeah, the big thing was this Gimmick Gang page. Go follow them at gimmick_gang. You all know about BSB radio quotes. You should be following them. they take all the stuff that we say and
Apparently, Sabu follows the Gimmick Gang.
Yeah, man.
Because our army has harassed him into
Yes.
following us.
Listen, if Sabu follows us, why ain't you following us?
Amen. Our man Luis represented again this week.
Love
He put
Luis.
up a nice picture. He
Oh,
copped a
yeah,
couple of
yeah.
Vinnie Paz records, and he copped the Broad Street Breakdown. I think it's the hoodie. He had it like laid out in a
Yo,
picture.
the best thing about Luis is I was like, yo, I think that's my man. He's a cholo. He's like, yo, my man.
Yo, he's like a.
He's like, yo, I'm getting my PhD, man.
Yeah.
Et cetera. He's like,
yeah.
No,
My MBA or
yo,
whatever
he
the fuck.
grandsoned me, and I was like, damn, man, my bad. Yo, Luis, man, congrats on everything you're
No
doing.
doubt.
As far as school, as far as life, my apologies, man.
and our man who
All
goes,
of my
And he
fam,
walks the fuck out because he said the shit that he bought is like gym wear.
no, but what I'm saying is all of my
he's a healthy
fam
dude.
on the West Coast is cholos, so I just put him in that category with blind. I was wrong. So, Luis, thank you so much, and congrats on everything you do, man. My apologies for calling you a cholo.
I want to say what up to my man. He goes by the handle Wee Ryan. Ryan Wiedner is his name, and he's representing Cholo Skins out on the West Coast.
We love cholos.
Hell yeah! And then the last one,
We mock.
last one I want to get is our friend Katie Gaston. She shows up regularly on our Facebook, and she, in the course of a conversation, she said that she wants to hear everybody on the show do a British accent.
Yes.
And I said, you know what? We're gonna do that.
well, I mean, look.
Hello, Vinny.
I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I'm better than all y'all, so I'm gonna start with Gavin.
I can't do one for
I
shit.
can only do sicko.
Please do.
Oh, I've got memes. I've got black pants tonight.
Oh my God!
I've got things to say.
You actually sound kind of like mine.
Good show, Gavin. Good show.
Sicko, you better do one.
Hello, Vinny. I can't do accents. for
Pablo?
shit.
Bollocks to that.
Yes. Scott?
Oh, bloody Nora, do I have to?
Nice.
Lovely. Good show.
Hello, I'm in Manchester. I'm with Manchester United. I like this. Him is the what's her name again?
Katie Gaston.
Katie Gaston. She is the geezer who asked me to come to Manchester. Lot of mercy.
Lot of mercy.
So there you go, Katie. There's our collective British accents.
Katie,
Sorry about
Katie, I love you. I will be in Europe soon, and I will tell you how things get started and restarted and restarted.
Lil Bob's your uncle?
And Vivian.
Thank you.
So yeah, just want to say what's up to our people holding us down online.
But.
And the Gimmick Gang.
Yeah.
So we will be back to end the show right after this.
Hey, this is Mike Judge, and you're listening to the Broad Street Breakdown with Vinnie Paz.
I like his job. Nice, short and sweet. Mike
I
Judge,
agree.
You listen to the fucking thing.
Do the gimmick.
I'm the dude.
That's all.
Good. All right. We're out.
Wagwan soldier. Lot of mercy. Broad Street Breakdown. We're back.
So lucky to have a studio audience here.
And what a
Yeah, there's-
handsome audience they
They
are.
are. Give me something.
There's so many of them, we can't fit them all in the room.
I'm telling you, it's tough.
Sicko Wagwan.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another round of word association.
I like that gimmick. I like that.
He's a little fanfare.
It's it creates fanfare.
What direction would we like to go this week? Who wants to start?
Gavin first.
Gavin first. All right, y'all know the rules.
I'm done.
Here we go. Gavin,
Yeah.
EPMD.
Business as usual.
Vinny,
Greatest rap duo of all time.
like it. Stallone.
strictly business.
Or that's
PJ.
what I meant.
Stoop's favorite.
Right. Gavin,
What?
the Nuge, Ted Nugent.
He was my next contender.
Yep.
That's if it
Yep.
came to me, I was gonna put him
Because
up.
I was thinking the same thing when you said Kid Rock. I was like Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Again, not part of the game. Totally forgot him. He's hanging there. Like if that comes up in the bracket,
Yeah.
he's gonna go. He's gonna go far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So the game is to get it out in one thought.
Yeah.
Couldn't hate anyone more.
Wish he'd kill himself publicly.
Pablo.
A crossbow fever.
Yeah, wang dang, sweet tang. Gavin, Timothy Leary.
Don't care.
Too much acid.
Stallone.
Turn in, tune on, drop out, whatever the fuck.
Pablo.
Naked lunch.
Not enough acid.
Hey.
Sicko. I thought you were a huge fan as a writer.
Nah, not at all.
Okay.
Not a hippie shit. Gavin. The Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't even count on the fingers. Just shoot, old G.
Well, fuck.
No, don't. Just go.
One of the worst workers ever. One of the biggest draws ever. Pretty much seems like a piece of shit as a person.
Gavin thinks he's Vinny taking 57
No,
yards.
because I think thoughts are better than critiquing the 5 sentences.
Go, Hulk Hogan.
Second worst worker of all time, hunk of shit.
Scott.
Fucking snap into a Slim Jim.
That's
Wrong person.
That's Randy Savage.
Oh, whatever.
That's like
I like that. I like that.
Thing. I fucked up
see,
the
all right,
EPA,
now we're
all
even.
right, yeah, we're good.
Let me tell you, Mean Gene.
I fucked up in your arena. You fucked up in mine. Oh, that's fair.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson.
You there stepping out.
Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? Cause something gonna mean something going on around here. Around here.
3 careers. Jumping jives. My favorite.
Nice.
Didn't Harry Nielsen sing that song?
First off, Sicko.
What?
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson got the time.
Yeah.
Time ticking in my head. Got the time
Anthrax.
ticking in my head.
Gavin. Chris Rock.
I like him quite a bit.
Vin. Chris Rock.
Innovator, top 5 dead or alive.
Soup.
Yeah, I put him top 15 dead or alive.
P.
Top 5 best comedians.
Amen. I'd
Sicko?
say like top 7.
No man, not man. 7.
I still can't turn off his fucking stand-up, the first
Yeah.
stand-up.
The first 2.
The first 2,
They're
right.
insane.
Yeah. Gavin. Bikini Kill.
Oh, fuck. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Love Kathleen Hanna. Love that band.
Vinny.
Fuck that hunk of shit movement, hunk of shit band. I'd rather fucking die than listen to that fucking hunk of shit.
Scott Stallone.
Greatest name.
Pablo.
40th in Lancaster, hole in floor.
Yes.
We almost died.
We almost died.
At a show?
Yeah, me
Like
and
a
Pablo.
rave gimmick.
Wow.
Gavin. Soundgarden.
Can I use his words? Monster Pop for that.
Yeah, big time.
Loved early Chris Cornell Sub Pop.
Really?
Yeah, a huge fan. When they went Sub Pop, up until Bad Motorfinger, and when they opened up for Danzig, and everyone in this room but Stallone was at that show.
Yeah.
I'm stunned.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the early shit. But you know why? Because I was a Sub Pop mark when someone that the 4 people in this room all want to punch in the face. Remember, we've done this story?
Yeah.
And I would bring around like Tad and all that. And he'd be like,
Yeah.
this isn't hardcore. And 3 years later, he was dressed like everyone from that
absolutely.
label. So if you could follow me, it adds a little bit of pleasure.
Certainly.
You know what I mean? But, I was a fan of the first couple records on Sub Pop.
Stallone.
First couple records all day.
Yeah, Marilyn Love classic record.
Yep.
I would say
I have one more thing to
top
add.
5 worst ever. Go ahead.
Full on Kevin's mom.
Yeah.
It's a
I
song
know.
on Louder Than Love.
I'll sing it.
Yeah, okay. I just love the title.
Gavin. Juggalos.
In general.
I'm not mad at him.
Okay.
Literally, I swear to God, he took the words out of my mouth. I'm not mad at them. Love the fact that they care about something and that they got their own gimmick.
All right.
Because
it's too easy for fucking, quote, cool motherfuckers to shoot on them.
Like, too easy to be like, fuck them, they're corny, they're like, them dudes and the ICP and everyone on that, them dudes made some shit, self-made millionaires. Those dudes are respectful. Them people don't disrespect nobody. They're more respectful than anybody at the last hardcore show I was at.
Yeah.
But I ain't mad.
All right. Scott.
Committed, rabid fans. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Pablo.
Classic documentary. If you haven't seen it.
American Juggalo, yeah.
That's right.
Check that out. That's more mocking them, but check that out. American Juggalo. Sicko, your feelings.
On Juggalos?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know a lot about it. It's just.
But you ain't met, like, you don't hate them or anything.
I mean, it's not even on my radar. Kind of thing.
There you go.
I'm going to switch up the order. We're going to go this way. I'm going to start with Pablo and just say, my pen.
What?
My pen.
I know.
Kids in the hall.
Yes.
Fuck.
I say it daily.
Scott. My pen. My pen.
No, the gimmick you're about to do.
I know it's not, but I'm crushing your head.
We'll take
crushing
it.
your head.
That's acceptable.
My pen. My pen. All I'm going to say is 2 words, Bruce McCullough.
Amen.
And he's a Misfits mark, by the way.
Absolutely.
Punk rock mark, Bruce McCullough.
As you saw him play
My
Danzig
pen.
in their one and only feature film.
My pen.
Gavin?
I don't know nothing about it.
All right.
Oh.
You heard me.
Pablo. Kurt Vonnegut.
Sirens of Titan, top 2 favorite books. Wasn't going to give it to you.
Kurt Vonnegut. Scott Stallone.
Could write good.
I like that.
Yeah, you hate that.
Paz.
Memories are me and you going to what was the place?
The Book Trader.
The Book Trader.
Oh,
and we would pay a couple dollars for books that in my mind were
Fifth
worth
and South.
$30, $40, $50. But as far as Vonnegut goes, brilliant. Breakfast of Champions.
I love that
Helped me
school.
through some rough times.
Gavin?
Tried, never got it.
No one said so it goes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say another thing, Vonnegut.
Yeah, well,
Now Gavin's all revved up and being disagreeable. So for
Not
everyone
true.
listening, every time it goes around to him, get bad.
Not true. Not true.
Third base.
Saw them twice. Love Search.
Stallone. Third base.
Oh man, recent fucking terrible on fucking Slay.
Sway in the morning.
Sway
So go
in the
ahead.
morning. Yeah, fucking. Oh my god, it was a terrible thing.
That's a shame.
To see.
2 brilliant records.
Amen. Gavin, third base.
Step into the AM.
I'm going to say Brooklyn, Queens.
I will step into the AM.
Me too.
Pablo Blondie.
She blonde.
Stallone, Blondie.
Love Blondie, New York, post punk.
I like the pop songs. They're down with the fact they were down with the punk scene and CBGBs, and saw Debbie Harry open up for the Ramones when I was 12. Strange order in retrospect that one of the biggest bands ever, she leaves them. Now she's opening up for them.
Yeah. Gavin, the Blondie.
Dreaming is one of my favorite songs.
Nice.
Sicko?
Love them. Love
Because of the era of the music.
Both, really.
I mean, because they were there with television.
Oh,
CBGB.
absolutely.
Like,
The
whether
history
their
of it-
music is punk rock, their history is
I mean,
punk rock.
it is and it isn't. They were too good to be just punk rock.
But I'm just saying they were around
Absolutely.
for everything.
Oh, without a doubt. Pablo. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Man. One of my favorites
Nice.
of all time.
Stallone.
PTA.
You know, selling them. Wow.
Fair enough. Vinny.
Love everything from Hard 8 up until. I think he's a genius. He's my age. I watch people my age do brilliant things and then think I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So if that makes any, I don't know if that makes any
Absolutely, it
sense.
does.
Like when we were younger and we watched Kubrick, we'd be like, "Oh, well, he's brilliant because
Sure.
he's older."
Yeah.
And I watch P.T. Anderson, and he's only like 2 years older than me, and everything he does is brilliant. I'm a retard.
Gavin?
I don't know who it is.
He's Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights,
Oh,
Director?
fuck.
Oh.
I'm being honest. I was keeping my mouth
Punch
shut because
Drunk
I didn't.
Love,
It didn't.
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bang Fiona Apple in her prime.
Well, good for him.
So I like
That's
those
not
movies
it.
that I know
Bang
he did.
Fiona.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I like those two movies.
Magnolia.
Yeah, I love.
I'm going to say,
like
and
that.
Magnolia too.
mine
I
is going
didn't
to be
realize that
Magnolia is
that's-
one of the greatest films
Magnolia is
ever
one of the
made.
greatest things ever, and what I will say is, I am baffled that you like it. It is such a sicko. It's such a piece of shit. Everything doesn't make any
brilliant.
sense.
The frogs fell from the sky.
The frogs fell from the sky. What a hunk of shit. So
Fucking great.
I'm a fucking strapper.
Papa loves when Sicko gets shot.
Yo, his whole shit was miserable
loves
until I
it.
started shooting.
Yeah, he loves.
Like
when
he wasn't
Sicko
having
gets
it,
his
and then
shot.
I started giving him the business, and he was like, "Oh, all right."
That's what I'm here for.
Does make my day.
I never see him happier than when Sicko's getting shot.
Then when I dumb out, when I black out on Sicko, it
Pablo.
makes no sense that you love that film. I just want to continue to go. Nothing in it makes sense. It's not connected. It's a disconnect. The whole film.
Everything made sense to me. I love that fucking
Yeah, it
movie.
makes sense to
great.
you because you think you're smarter than you are.
Wow.
Black Pants.
2 words.
Pablo, Paul Mooney.
Vin hit me to him. Classic.
Nice. Stallone.
Help me out.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Richard Pryor's writer, blackballed comedian.
Oh, well, if
Ask a black guy. Paul Mooney.
Oh, right. Anybody associated with Pryor's aces with me.
Vinny.
Yeah, like Pablo said when he was, I would put Pablo up on his records. A lot of people don't know he wrote a lot of the best Richard Pryor shit. One of the best Howard guests. Just super pro-black, super witty comedian.
Yep.
And is pro-black and not racist. And
Yeah.
people think that that's connected, and it's not.
Yeah.
I know him from Stern.
I'm going to say top 5 comedic minds ever.
Last one.
I'm not mad about comedic minds.
That's
so
what I
if you
mean.
said top 5 comedians, I might argue his mind, brilliant. All right, so last one.
The Sopranos.
That grandmom reminds me of so many people.
Amen.
Oh, I know what he really wanted to say there, too. He paused. I do. I
Stallone.
really do.
The Sopranos.
What? No fucking ZD?
Yes.
Vin.
What I've heard is since Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, that all these other shows are better. What I will say is that show is different when you grew up in that type of family.
Absolutely.
That he reminds me of my father. When my mother was younger, people would say she looks just like Carmela. When, back then, 15 years ago, all the uncles talk like my uncle. So it's different for us.
Yep.
If we're Italian, I was gonna say most of us in this room, and I looked around. Everybody in this room is Italian.
Yep.
So it affects us differently. I don't know how a black dude would watch that show, or a Puerto Rican, or an Irish kid. I don't know. For me, that show was part of my life. Everything that happened when they were yelling about food, everything that happened in that show, I saw.
Amen.
So to me, it's really like Breaking Bad, Sopranos, back and forth.
Gavin.
Top 5 show ever.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another exciting round
of word association.
All right.
P. Jiggy.
Mailbagging it.
Are you handing a mailbag? I'll give you a fucking mailbag.
I can't wait to see what
He's got
Correct
his
says
hands
this
all
week.
in that mailbag.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What Correct started doing is sending me gimmicks, and I'm like, no, don't send them to me.
Right.
Like, yo, is this good enough? And I was like, no, you got to hit.
Yeah, you got to take your chances.
Roll your dice.
Run it through the pipeline.
Right. And he sent some stuff not up to par, so he's not getting on this episode.
Oh! He's getting the ban.
I like it.
Step up, man. Step
I like
up.
it.
Okay. Maybe this is all he's got. Whatever, we all can't be on the podcast.
See,
You know
could
what I'm saying?
be.
My
Could
own
be.
personal opinion, anything that's a shoot on Pablo is good material.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say again for the 90th time, Gavin left the gimmick not playing. I constantly
Fired.
need visual
Again with
stimulation.
Keep going with me. Because then all rules are going to be off soon.
Who, me? You
No, him.
All right, first
I mean, if
question.
it's a problem
So
with
basically,
me, you
Pablo-
said you got the gimmick.
You're shooting on one of our best listeners, is what you're saying.
Get off
I
of me.
wouldn't call him the
Stop
best of
touching me.
anything.
Stop touching me like Steve.
All right, so first question from someone we already talked to tonight, Mr. Cody Mack.
yes.
Mac man.
For Pablo. Good question. What is one product you won't be cheap with? Something you will pay the extra cash for?
All right, no. Hold
Damn
on a
good
second.
question.
Slow it down. Don't just answer it because you got to get out of here. Read that again and then think about it.
What is one product you won't be cheap with? Something that you will pay the extra cash for.
Okay, now
can I answer this for you?
Nice.
You're not going to know what it is, but go ahead.
No, I'm just curious if it's like a car, a TV, or something for the babies.
What do you think it is, Jeff?
Laundry products.
See, I'm thinking it's something way out.
Incorrect.
I'm thinking it's something way out of that.
He's
Like
buying like $2 Arm & Hammer.
I'm thinking it's like electronics,
not,
like a big
Yeah, he
screen
is
TV or
buying
something.
Computer shit.
P Jiggy, follow me. You were looking at me.
Look
what
at
I'm
you.
sa- I feel his question is like, I don't look at that as household products. Is that how you felt?
No, the real answer, I thought about it, is one thing I don't fucking look at a price on
Okay.
is fucking heating and air conditioning.
Okay.
So my
Alright.
my electric bill, it's Pico's who supplies gas and electric to Philadelphia.
Okay.
My Pico bill is like almost $400 a month.
All right. Now I have
don't
an
give a
answer to
fuck
this
about
when you're
that.
done.
I don't give a fuck about it. I want my house to be hot and cold when I want it to be, and I don't give a fuck. And people say, "Oh, you turn it down 5 degrees." I don't give a fuck about that
Of course,
shit.
of course.
That's one thing I don't care about.
Now, when you lived at the crib before this, we don't talk about where.
Yeah.
That crib used to be hot as shit. So were you cheap then and you started making more money? Because I used to be like, yo, it's hot as a motherfucker.
I guess I thought I didn't have a say in the house that I lived in, but now the
I'm
foot's
not being
down.
difficult. Remember,
Yeah.
we used to watch fights.
Yeah.
It was only when your oldest was born.
Yeah.
And we would watch fights. And I'd be like, yo, B, it's hot as a motherfucker in here. And you'd be like, no, I'm going to keep it at 70. I was like, yo, put this down. I was like, yo, word to Allah, put this down to like 64. Yo, I hit the button until I mash it until it goes, until everyone in the crib gets sick. If you're not sick from how cold it is, then it's not working.
All right, next question for Vin and OG from Dynamite Will Killer Bees, as we've heard a lot from on social media.
Yep.
I was wondering if you can share your thoughts on the greatest work of all works, the Montreal Screwjob.
Oh, wow. We
Is that for another episode?
No, I mean, but he answered it in his question. It is.
I don't know what it is.
Should we explain it real quick? You explain it real quick. You're better at this shit than me at making things succinct.
Bret Hart was leaving to go to WCW when WCW was still around. He had a contract with Vince for 10 years. Vince couldn't pay that contract.
20 years.
20 years. Vince couldn't pay that contract, so he let Bret out of the contract to go to WCW. At the time, he had the belt. He was the champion. This is the way the story goes. He did not agree to drop it at this pay-per-view, so they were going to do a fucking blah, 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 and some bullshit running thing.
Wait. Remember, too, that he was Canadian and it was in Canada.
Yeah, he didn't want to
said,
drop
I
it in
won't drop
Canada."
the belt in Canada.
Right.
So just do a dusty finish, basically.
Right.
Do a dusty finish here.
And I'll drop it tomorrow
And I'll drop it tomorrow
Raw.
night on Raw. Then I'll leave.
Yeah. Vince wasn't having that. Brett was going against Shawn Michaels when Michaels put him in like a shitty version of Hart's submission.
Sharpshooter.
Referee rang the bell. Everybody ran out, and that's the way the story goes. Supposedly, Vince fucked Brett over in the
Brett
finish.
spits in his face and punches him in his mouth.
Yeah.
So the story goes, this was real.
People in the business say it was real. Everybody in the world says it was real. I think it's the biggest, best work of all time.
And me and Gavin, like everything that's coming to fruition, like CM Punk,
Yep.
like everything we ever said,
Yep.
we know it's a work.
Yep.
It's a work. So to answer,
Woo Killer Bees.
it was
Dynamite.
a work. It's still a work. He wouldn't be hanging out with Michaels and Vince or come back if you really did someone that dirty.
It was convenient. They were filming that documentary at the time. They happened to be
They were
there when
filming a
Vince
Bret
was
Hart-
stumbling out of the room after getting punched in the face. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. Work.
Everything is a
Brilliant, awesome, best work of all time.
best worked shoot
Ever.
ever.
Go.
Excellent. Last question. This is from Mick to the whole crew. Not our boy Mick, just a random Mick. Random Mick.
Random Mick, what's up?
Are there any phrases that you hear people use that make your head explode? For example, I hear a ton of them, like the word totes, and my girlfriend uses the term Brinner to describe breakfast for dinner.
I'm not mad at Brenner.
I hate her. What's his name?
It's Mick.
Mick, you should slap God out of your girl for using Brenner. Totes.
Totes is one he
slap
hates.
God out of her. I know my mom watches all these shows where they do them gimmicks.
Okay.
Where they like mix the words like you know what I'm saying? What I'm about to say, your girls might use them. Like they mix or they shorten words.
They're like speak. It's text speak.
Oh, like Sketch? Like, let
Yeah,
me check my
yes.
Sketch.
Yeah.
Yo, check my sketch. I gotta
BT
check
dubs.
my sketch.
WTF, work from
Right.
home? Like work from home?
Well, Pablo.
WTF, work from home.
Yo,
Think about
what the
that.
fuck?
Pablo
My
did
bad.
Pablo did WTH, so I hit Brandon on the side and was like, "What's the fuck he's talking about?" He's like, "Yo, work from home." WFH or whatever these gimmicks
Yeah.
are.
That's what I'm saying. You got any OG?
Sicko,
Any
go
OG?
ahead.
I mean,
Jesus.
You got any that drive you
I don't
crazy?
think I have it.
Yeah, but for some reason I can't
You draw
think
a blank?
of anything.
All right, we'll
yeah.
get-
Yo,
Back.
people write on my son's pictures adorbs.
Oh, I
yeah,
got,
there
I
you
got
go.
one. I got one.
Yo, I'm like, yo, you say adorbs to my son? Yo, I'm a hurt God.
I'm with that. This isn't like one of those words, but absolutely my most hated thing in the world. It's not even a phrase. Anytime people say PMA and mean it seriously.
And what's that mean?
You know, the PMA, positive mental attitude.
I didn't even know what that meant.
Fuck your PMA.
I'm fine.
How
with
about
that.
fucking
you
selfie
fine with
stick?
that?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with
Selfie
PMA.
in general. That's just fucking awful.
Selfie,
Yeah.
the adorbs.
Yeah.
Gorge instead of gorgeous. Like they'll write on a girl's gimmick, gorge.
Gorge?
I'm like, gorge, like the gimmick in Springfield.
Like the fucking thing we throw at people on Halloween?
Yeah, the gorge. Yeah,
Like what happens at the
Gorge.
diner across the street at about
Yeah,
7 o'clock
like-
on Thursday?
I mean, it's a lot of joints. What's son's name again?
Mick.
Mick. I mean, gorge, adorbs, all of these joints. Like,
Yeah, we got some.
yeah, you gotta slap fire out of people's ass, bitch.
And pretty much every time Pablo mangles a fucking word.
No, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, people ain't mad at that.
I love when he
People pop at
mangles
that.
shit.
All right, so that's it for the mailbag for this week on the recommendations.
So what we will do here, what we do every week, I'm usually more prepared than I am tonight, and I'm not prepared at all. So, Gavin, are you prepared with the recommendations? If I can
Yes.
go to you,
Yes.
okay? Because I'm unprepared.
Okay.
So you tell us what you're rocking to, what you're listening to, that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
We need
What-
to
We're just
should
tipping some
check out.
people to some stuff that we like.
gimmicks.
Mine this week is two. Me and Sicko were just talking about this, or maybe me and Pablo, I forget. Two YouTube links. I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to tell anything about it. Just go to it, look at it. One is Morrissey Sock Puppet. The other one is Sexy Sax Guy.
Two greatest
What?
things the internet
Yo, what are you
ever
guys
produced.
talking about,
Listen
man?
to me. Listen to me.
No, we
Listen
will,
to me.
but just you got to give a little more. A little more.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Say it again.
Go to first and foremost. Go to Sexy Sax Guy.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Type that in and watch that fucking 5-minute video. It's the greatest video ever.
Amen.
Then go
I
to.
don't think this is fair.
then go to Marcy Sock Puppet and realize that is the greatest fucking thing ever made.
That's my all-time favorite internet thing ever.
All right, that's it. Go, sicko.
My turn.
Yeah.
Real quick, mine's a documentary that I just got around to
Biopic.
watching. It came out 2015. It's a Netflix only kind of deal. It's called "What Happened, Miss Simone," and it's about the great Nina Simone, and it's one of top 5 greatest documentaries I've ever watched. I actually cried. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I've heard it's good.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yep.
And if you don't know about Nina Simone, like, you have no business listening to music.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, she was real heavy, and she battled some brutal fucking demons.
Yeah, she did not shy away from a fucking
Not at all. She was
stance
more. She was more punk rock than 90% of
No doubt.
people that have come along and said they're punk rock.
and so many years before it was even fucking
Amen.
cool or there was a format for it. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Dig it.
Yep.
Go.
Go ahead, say it.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
No.
No? All right.
No.
All right, lovely.
I lost what I was going to say. I had it.
How
but I
dare
lost
you
it.
go higher now?
It's too late.
All right, so now that we're in the podcast world on iTunes, I felt I should see what the fuck else is going on out there. Maybe we're not as special as we think. So I was fucking trying to listen to all iTunes shit all last week, and I did stumble upon one I liked.
What do you mean? The podcast?
Yo, man,
yeah.
why you gotta curse all the time, though?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm fucking PG.
That was fun.
I'm
Which
fucking
is funny.
PG.
Yeah.
Which is funny. So this one's called Guys We Fucked.
Wow.
And it's Vinny's favorite. It's 2 girls, Karina Fisher and Christina Hutchinson. They're a comedy
Did
duo.
you talk about this to me?
I don't
Because
think
I
so.
heard this about this
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. I
Okay,
did talk to you because
okay.
their episode 9 they had Artie Lang on.
And I'll also interject. I said women aren't funny, and he shot on me on Twitter. He was like,
Yeah, I
women
put you in your- I
aren't
put
funny.
you in your
Wants to
place,
shoot,
man.
He's putting on a show for everybody.
He
on
is.
Twitter and the whatnot. He's
I'm the
an
man shooter.
entertainer.
Anyway, they're pretty good. They talk about like sex and shit like that, which I like to be a voyeur. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the ladies talk.
Oh, voyeur. You mean a voyeur?
It's that too.
Voyeur.
A voyeur.
And then they
It's
have
like a lawyer,
Then they have guests
but
on. Like I said, episode
It's like
9
a
is really
foyer.
good. They had Artie Lang on. A lot of the stories is the stories you've heard before, but there's a couple stories you haven't heard that he's never told before about his fucking crazy drug days. So it's worth listen. But yeah, they're pretty good. Bang.
Bang.
Scott Stallone. What do I mean? His his recommendations are female comedians. That's like
Who, mine?
no.
I pop for anything
Oh.
sexual. I'm a
'Cause
sexual
you don't
being.
get no
For
ass.
anything sex.
Hey,
Because you don't get no butt.
it's almost an
Only
AO.
Gavin follows you with
I
the.
thought you were gonna say only Gavin gets ass.
No, like he does. He sells. He's like a super duper fucking.
He is super duper.
See,
I don't know where you were going with that.
no, you're like you OD on the like feminism shit.
I do
Yeah,
all day.
it's wrong.
Don't care.
He's man of the people.
I'll argue with anybody about that.
We're better. Get out of here.
Oh God.
Go ahead, Scott. What's your recommendation,
heel.
All
Scott?
right. Well, anyway, I got a file of recommendations, and I'm going through the file, and I'm like, I'm looking at the file, going, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I realized that at this point, 12 episodes in, that we're getting hit up from all over the fucking world, and some of the things that we
Yes.
take for granted being in Philadelphia
Lot.
doesn't get outside of the bubble. So I'm gonna say something that for anybody from Philly probably is a fucking no-brainer, but for all the people that are new to us and new to what makes us, different, there's a show called Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and they're on season 11.
If I can
And if
interject,
you
they
don't-
always represent me. They always put my stickers.
Did they
Okay.
really?
If
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
know
I've never seen
anything
one
about
second of the
Philadelphia,
Neither have I.
Heavy.
They only hit me because I got hipped through other people. Jan was like, "Yo, you know those people are marks, right?"
right?
I
There's a
was like,
sticker on the keyboard that Charlie uses all the time.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
the
that
God of the
cover.
Serengeti gimmick.
Oh, that's heavy.
Season 2 and
fucking-
3 are out of control.
Yeah,
So apparently what happens is
out of
people
control.
send me
you can own right now.
people send me stills of covers of my albums
That's
from
heavy.
Right.
and I'm like,
All
oh,
right. Yeah.
So it's where
Wasn't
Charlie
someone we
Day
know's
comes
sister
from.
on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jan's sister
really?
was in the first season.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, Lord.
Cool. Anyway, they always represent Philly. Charlie Day is from.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's doing movies and whatnot with Jason Sudeikis and fucking a lot of other people. But anyway, it's worth checking out because it's so Philadelphia.
I thought you were going to say parking wars.
No,
that's into that.
Philly.
That's pretty rough too.
Philly.
Yeah, you folk.
Give me a fucking ticket, y'all.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. That's my thing.
I was getting chased by the fucking cops, Crick Cougar.
Don't
So,
talk ill to
I mean, for me, I got to do 2 gimmicks every time.
Of course.
Sicko, plus.
I'm agreeing with you.
How dare you?
That was patronizing. It was what it was.
Fucking
Yeah,
black
He
pants.
jumped on your dick real
Listen,
quick.
man.
His black pants are fucking making him fucking.
Hey, man,
jumpy
get
and
your life
rowdy.
together, man. Stop barking on me.
Who's barking on you? I'm
You
barking
out
on
there.
Sicko.
Me and you got heat tonight.
You ain't got fucking black pants. He's got black pants. I was backing you up.
Fine. Fine.
Fucked, man.
Hey, man.
I keep backing you up. You keep shooting on me.
No, I don't never shoot on you.
All right, peace, Pablo.
That's right.
Pablo, you're dead.
Black pants, black pants, black pants, black pants.
So for me right now, what
I
I'm
want-
listening to, my recommendation right now, it's a band called Conan. Like Conan, the gimmick.
Destroyer.
The barbarian.
Barbarian.
Yeah. The album's called Revengeance. It's fucking Black Sabbathy doom metal from the UK. But who I'm in now that album is what I'm recommending. But I pulled the Gavin into my world one day with this band, and he goes, yeah, I hate everything, but I like that song. Right? And they're called Eagle Twin.
Ooh.
Remember that Carry On gimmick?
I do. That shit's heavy.
What is it?
Eagle Twin. It's
Metal?
no, it's
Hell music.
no jerk off.
I don't know how to describe it.
It's dark. It's super slow. It's like Sabbath on acid, but
It
smart.
kind of reminded me a little bit of Blue Cheer, kind of like
I
that
like that.
sort of
I'm good with that.
like hard, late '60s, early '70s.
Sounds
kinda.
like weirdo, drugged out 70s
Yeah.
music if you
Okay.
tuned it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at Blue Cheer at all.
I'm gonna give you Eagle Twin. You'll somehow find a way to cry about it like a cunt. Conan, I fucking love this band. It sounds like if Sabbath formed in 2016. That's how I describe Conan. As far as Eagle Twin, when Gavin said he liked it, then he was like, yo, this song you sent, yo, that was heavy. Then we had our own whole other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe that's just one song. So, listen, buy the Conan album, check out Eagle Twin, and that's all I gotta say.
Lord!
Lot of mercy. Wagwan.
Go to the fucking iTunes, subscribe to the fucking whatever you subscribe to on there, and
Write a
fucking
review.
Write a review. We fucking give this bullshit to you for fucking free. You listen to it. Don't, whatever. Click the fucking button, man. That's it.
Man of the people have spoken.
M-O-T-P.
What do you say?
I said the man of the people has spoken.
He has.
Not more to say.
Pablo, how you want to take us out this week, man? I'm always the one that takes us out.
Sisters of Mercy.
Yes.
Yo,
that-
he just did Sisters of Mercy. Follow me,
He just did a Costanza, went out on a
just
high
did.
note.
And with that
awesome.
said,
Showmanship.
thank you so much for listening to us. We'll see you next week. Thank you. You listen to Broad Street Breakdown.